Live from the Emanuel Glockzin Jr. Family Athletic Complex in Bryan, Texas. The Red Sea Apostolate Radio, the flagship station for Eagle Sports and Touchdown Productions, the leader in local sports television, are proud to present the St. Joseph Eagle Game of the Week. Tonight, in the first game after the government shutdown, we are alive and well and ready to bring you the St. Joseph Eagles as they take on the Calvert Trojans. It's time to buckle those chin straps extra tight tonight and get ready for some hard hits. We have Eagle football right here, right now, on your Eagle Game of the Week. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are across our worldwide network. Gil Dominguez here, the voice of Eagle football. Joining me, of course, in the booth is the cast of characters, the A-team right here. Steve Rayburn to my right, and out at the end, Peter Najvar. And Steve, tonight we're going to see the Trojans from just up the road in Calvert. You know, it's one of those towns where you just kind of drive through, and you say, what was that?
Yep.
Well, that was Calvert.
Yeah, short drive to Calvert. This is our third game against the Trojans overall. Back in 19, they got us 40-33. And then we came back and returned the favor in 2021 at 51-43. Matter of fact, Peter here was a freshman in that game. And this year, both teams have new head coaches, new ADs. The Trojans is Marcus Wortham, and he's a new AD and new head coach for the football team. And, of course, we have new AD and new head coach for our football team. So it's kind of new beginnings for both teams in that regard. And looking forward to tonight and seeing exactly what both of these teams can do, what they can unpack tonight, and see how we handle a team from Calvert.
Well, I think Calvert, it's another small community, kind of like Bryan, and St. Joseph's is a small school. So I'm expecting a good game, maybe get into the second half or so. Let's go to Peter for a second. And before we do anything, Peter, I want to say happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Forgot to say it on the air last week, but it was actually Wednesday, so he was in the middle of the two games. Peter Najvar, 19 years young.
Yes, sir.
I'm not even going to say 19 years old because you get old, you look like me and Steve.
That don't look too bad.
That's right.
No, you're hanging in there for 19. Good job. So I had written down in the script that you weren't part of this game, and then you informed me before the game that you actually were part of it.
Well, I was a very little part of it. I was sitting on the bench with my arm in a sling because I had broken my collarbone in the first game. So I was there, but I wouldn't really say I was a part of it. It was, I think it was water boy for me that game.
Well, but you've been out there, of course, and we'll talk more about that and what the mood of the team is, anything that you've heard. After we come back from our first break, we have the Pink Night tonight. Cancer Awareness Month, of course, is October, and we'll be celebrating that down on the field. But first, we're going to be taking our first break of the evening. Thank the great underwriters that bring you the Eagle Game of the Week every week right here on the Red Sea Radio Network. And be sure to join us next Friday night. We'll be on the road, but we'll talk more about that later.
Every year, nearly 2 million people in the United States hear the words, "You have cancer." Of those, more than 300,000 women and men are diagnosed with breast cancer. Tonight, as we peek out St. Joseph's, we unite to honor those who have lost, to support those still fighting, and to celebrate the survivors who inspire us with their courage. At this time, we invite all who have filled out a card to stand and raise it proudly as we join together to stand up to cancer.
And a number of the crowd is standing up with their cards.
Let us take a moment of silence for all those whose lives have been touched by this disease.
And now a moment of silence.
Thank you. Tonight, we are honored to welcome Kelly Lasser, the Assistant Superintendent of Schools of the Diocese of Austin, to midfield. Kelly is a breast cancer survivor with deep roots in our St. Joseph's community. She began her career in education right here at St. Joseph in the fall of 1987 as a first-grade teacher. In January 2017, during a routine yearly mammogram, Kelly was diagnosed with breast cancer. Because she had stayed faithful to her annual screenings, the cancer was caught early and had not spread. By May of that year, Kelly completed her treatments and has been cancer-free since 2017. Kelly is especially grateful to her husband, Rick, who is here with her tonight, and their 3 children and extended family, who have been a constant source of strength, love, and comfort throughout her journey. We are honored to present Kelly with a special edition game ball signed by the St. Joseph football team. This game ball will be used throughout the month of October as a symbol of our fight against breast cancer. In place of the traditional St. Joseph logo, it bears a pink ribbon and pink laces, reminding us all of the importance of awareness, strength, and unity. The Eagles are proud to stand together against breast cancer because united, we are stronger than cancer. Fans, put your hands together for Kelly Lasser and all of those who have had their lives impacted by cancer.
Okay, so we're getting just ready to start this, and new name that you're going to hear tonight is going to be Starnes?
Yep. Joseph Starnes.
Starnes with an S. And he's brand new to the team. Just came out of the Eagles' nest the other day, a little egg happened to hatch, and they threw him right out there on the field. And he's a big, tall drink of water, isn't he, Peter?
Yeah, he's a senior, so he's had his time to grow.
And we're all set for the kickoff. Eagles wearing their black jerseys with the purple numbers and white pants. And for the Calvert Trojans, they're wearing white jerseys with the purple pants. And we are underway as this ball goes all the way back to Jatorius Blair. He's going to pick the ball up. He's going to go out to the right-hand side. He's streaking down the sidelines now. He's going to be pushed out of bounds about the 32-yard line, where the Trojans will set up 1st and 15.
Well, that ball was well kicked. It actually went over his head, and Jatorius Blair made a really, really good adjustment so he could even field the ball and then returned it back to the 30-yard line.
So they're going to put it out on the 29, actually. So that's where they'll set up shop. First series of the game. Glad you're joining us here for Eagle football on the Red Sea Radio Network. Gil Dominguez, Steve Rayburn, Peter Najvar, the expert, and
I wouldn't say that.
Alumni. Well, we can say alumni. Okay, here we go. 1st and 15. There's the pitch over to Blair. He's going to bust out on the left-hand side. He's going to race down the sidelines. He's going to trip up for a second, and that's going to allow him to be pulled down from behind by Sotolongo.
That was Giovanni Torrado.
Yeah.
Torrado, he came all the way from the other side of the field and tracked him down here on this near sideline and wrapped him up and put him on the ground. Great play, did not give up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he saved a touchdown there because
did.
Blair was on his way. So that's what we can expect to see, talking to Coach Patterson before the game. A lot of Blair tonight on the pitch. There he is now. He's pitching it to the right, stops, comes back, cuts across his field, breaks one tackle, going to go straight up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, that was a nifty little play there for Jatorius Blair. Looked to be caught in the backfield by David Hagerman, but was able to shake him off and then make a couple moves to get in the end zone.
He's got really long arms, really long legs, and his long arms allows him to kind of hold the defender off. And the guys that are having trouble fighting through those arms to get to his legs, that's the only way you're going to bring that guy down is get him around his ankles and knees and bring him to the ground.
Only took 38 seconds for that to happen. That included the kickoff. Kick is up And it is good.
I didn't know if that was going to make it or not. It looks like it just kind of snuck over that crossbar.
Yeah, a little bit of a sideways rotation.
Yeah, it had a weird rotation.
Well, its little arms kind of stuck out, as you saw in the last hit. It kind of vaulted right over that crossbar. Okay, one score is in the books. We'll be right back right here on the Red Sea Radio Network. 8-0, Trojans. Peter, that didn't take very long.
Nope, no, it did not. We're going to have to see how the Eagles respond to that one.
Well, I can see automatically they need somebody on the outside that's going to stop that. There's the kickoff now coming out here on the right-hand side.
Solid return there. Felipe Sonolongo bringing it back up to about the 27, 28-yard line.
Yeah, nice. And again, you know, he was tracked down by Jatorius Blair on that kickoff return. And, you know, Blair was kind of behind him, but he had long enough arms he could shove him out of bounds. And he's a lot to deal with.
So Longo goes back to the quarterback position. In the backfield right behind him is Tirado.
Tirado.
I got to change the spelling on this sheet. Tirado. Now fake to Tirado. And now there's a pass right over the middle.
There we go.
A nice catch. He just kind of just lofted that over the defender's head, and that's about a 7-yard pickup.
Sheffield got the ball. It's kind of like the safety valve, isn't that, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was Giovanni was also in the area, but Austin Sheffield able to make a little diving play to get the ball there.
Starnes now goes split left. They got trips left now on this formation. Sotolongo snaps his hands, get the ball. He's looking. One rush, not a big rush.
No.
And this one's going to be intercepted by Blair. He's going to fake left, fake right, and then get swallowed up down at the 18-yard line.
You know, he wanted that crossing route to Colin Roy, just was a little bit too lazy with it and didn't put enough on it, didn't get it out far enough.
And
but
he's getting up slow,
Jotorius
bending
is
over,
not looking good right now.
in pain. I can't tell whether it's his wrist or a leg or.
I think it's his midsection.
Either his stomach or his hand.
Yeah. He looks like he's favoring his midsection. He has not come from a bent over position and stood straight up yet. So
Coach Wortham comes out to take a look at him and escorts him to the sideline. It didn't look like that big of a collision.
Yeah, it was Colt Bunnick who brought him down, and Joseph Starnes coming from behind, and they both seemed to land on top of him. But he's made his way all the way to the bench. It looks like it was his stomach.
yeah.
Oh,
Ouch.
I see now.
That
Got hit.
you get hit in the solar plexus. That's gonna hurt for a while.
Okay, so that's going to bring up 1st and 15 now, and he'll have to sit out a play as he went off the field. So we'll see what the Trojans are going to do now.
Well,
without Blair in there.
Joseph Starnes subbing in on to defense for this drive.
Yeah, I would imagine you want to get him in there.
I was a little surprised he was out for the first one.
Well, yes, who knows? You want to get his feet wet. And there's a pitch over to number 7, which is their another big running back, DeAndre Ross.
Yeah. Well, here comes Blair again. He's
that didn't take long.
Nope.
He's evidently okay. So
Eagles did a good job covering up that play there.
Sure
David
did.
Hagerman sealing off the outside, just not able to get enough of his hands on DeAndre Ross to bring him down. But the linebacker scraping were able to push him out of bounds.
but so they did a great job stringing it out. And of course, the backside pursuit helped too.
Exactly.
So it worked well. Let's see what we have here.
Blair, 15 yards back in the end zone. He's going to toss it this time right over the middle. Gets the ball to Lopez, who gets gobbled up by some tacklers, but it's going to make it all the way to the 14-yard line.
These are a couple of slippery guys here. Avoiding 2 tackles there by Joseph Starnes and David Hagerman before running into his own teammate and then finally being brought down.
Yeah. I'm thinking Blair's going to try to keep this one this time. They've got to spread out pretty good.
Third down. We'll call it 7. Pitch back is to Blair. He's going to step right. Now he's going to stop. He's going to step left. He's looking over the field. Starts to come back his way. Stumbles a little bit. Now he gets the ball downfield.
Oh, no,
And
he
it's going to
dropped
be
it.
an incomplete pass. Wide open down there in the end zone was Raymond Jackson.
Went right through his hands and right to the ground. Wow, that's tough.
Not sure who was supposed to be guarding him there. There's nobody in the area.
He just got loose and found a little bit of space and just waited on it.
Yeah, and
Which is a good play by him, actually. I mean, there's no point running to the next defender if you're out there and you're in the middle of open space. Just set down on a throw like that and the goal into the end zone.
And good scrambling by Blair. Went left and right looking for the open man. Now he gets the ball again. He's looking. Now he's going to take right up the field, just like you said, Steve. He's going to straight arm Bundick.
He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Yeah,
it looks like short.
He's short.
A good pursuit there by Colt Bundick to stop him from getting the first down.
Colt Bundick closed on it. He was going to the far sidelines trying to find that last marker on that chain. And Colt Bundick beat him to that marker and shoved him out of bounds before he could pick up that first down. So the ball goes over on downs to the St. Joseph. So here we go.
So good goal line stand for the Eagles here in the first quarter. 7:22 remaining. 8-0 is still the score in favor of the Trojans on the run down the sidelines by Blair. So now we'll see what the Eagles have in mind. There's a snap to Sotolongo. There's a give right up the middle. It's going to be Triado. Triado.
There you go. Third time's the charm.
Runs for, 16 and a half, 17 yards, picks up the first down.
Yeah, he looked a little bit hesitant there at the beginning of the run. It was so open he couldn't decide which way to go.
Yeah.
Finally decided, I'll just run straight.
Yeah. At that point, you just pick up speed and just dare somebody step in front of you, right?
Give the Tirado again, up the middle. It breaks off to the right-hand side. Cuts back to his left. He's going to get swallowed up there by Blair.
Yeah, he's still going to pick up 5 yards right there on that carry, 5 or 6.
Yeah, Tirado showing a little bit of fatigue there, a little bit tired from the last run.
Well, we were talking about fatigue a couple weeks ago, Peter, and the Eagles still haven't played into a fourth quarter.
Yeah, that could be a big deal later on in the season. So that's something that they're going to want to improve on.
Well, ball right now. Longo gets it out to the left side.
Well,
that's
nice.
Going to be to Bundick.
Nice little stat to remember, though. Although the Eagles have been mercied a couple times, they've actually mercied another team as well. But on the ones we were mercy ruled, every single game we played, we've scored in.
That's right. We've never been shut out this season.
Yeah, says a lot.
That's a good marker, Peter.
Yeah, it is. You definitely don't want to be shut out. So getting some points on the board shows you some bright spots.
And a few of those were the Longo special pass that he throws down the sidelines. Okay, so the penalty on the play. He's going to back it up 5. I didn't see what it was.
False start.
False start.
And somebody shuffled their feet. Instead of just turn and look, somebody moved their feet after they became set. It might have actually been the center.
So that's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Eagles. Ball's going to be on the 32-yard line. And there's the snap. Handoff right up the middle.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. Blocking the back.
Carrying the ball is Hagerman.
Yeah, and I don't even think that was not even necessary because Hagerman already had the corner on him. I don't think Jatorius Blair would have got a hand on him at that point.
I'm a little unsure if that was even blocking the back. It looked like Colt got him in the chest. I think Blair had opened up at that point to reach David, and so that's when Colt threw the hands. But
okay,
a good run by David Hagerman, but it's going to come back.
It's going to bring up.
They picked up the. They almost picked up the first down on that thing, but on that run, but I mean he was just a few yards short of it.
They're calling it first
nice.
Down on the yard marker.
Yeah, well, it was first down to begin with when they snapped the ball. We're just going to move back 5, and it remains first down.
That's why you're here, Steve. In case anybody was asking. All right, there's the snap. Longo. Pitching it over to Bundy. He's going to throw way downfield. He's got a man. But attracted a lot of attention there from the purple jerseys.
That pass was by Joseph Starnes, and, man, he threw it a country mile. A little bit too much air underneath it, and the defender got up there and got a hand on it, made a great play. But that was a very, very well thrown ball. If he would have flattened it out a little bit, I don't think that defender would have had a play on that ball.
Yeah, that was Blair jumping up in the air there. Oh, they're going to throw a flag on Coach Patterson. Seem to be getting a little heated on the field.
I don't know what the argument is there, but now Coach Patterson talking to the white hat.
Patterson might have been arguing for a pass interference there. There was a lot of contact down the field with 3 white jerseys and 1 black jersey. So,
well, they threw the flag on him, but no other disciplinary action for the coach at this moment. He's telling him to stay back on the sidelines.
Yeah. A sideline warning. You just gave him a warning. Next time we step out there, he's gonna throw the flag. Just giving us fair warning.
Okay, so there'll be no loss of down, no penalty yards marked off against the Eagles in that exchange. And we are back to action here, 2nd and 20 now. And there's Starnes. Starnes is going to trip down.
Yeah, he lost his footing when he made that cut. Well, he had a lot of room to run, I think, if he would have got it up the field. But
yeah, if he got that move off and cut inside, there was a lot of open space up there.
Sure was.
Well, it's just his first game, and footing is tricky out there, and he's probably looking downfield to see what was coming up next. So they're taking a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be right back here with first quarter actions, Eagles versus Trojans on the Red Sea Radio Network. And welcome back as Starnes gets a chance to run now.
Oh, my goodness.
Face mask. Oh, man.
Over on the right-hand side.
Sideline ref being lazy on that play and wasn't following the play, so he wasn't in a position to see the face mask.
Yeah.
Was just walking along the sideline. But that was a good screen pass to Joseph Starnes with a couple blockers. He was able to weave some traffic, get back to make it a 4th and 12.
Picked up about 7 on that play. First time we've really seen him run with the ball. As Roy goes in now, he'll be split out left. Now he comes right.
Swap sides again.
Checks his wrist playbook. Everybody's set. And there's the snap. Longo back. He loses the rush. He's not going to elude the rush for long, though, as they're going to bring him down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he had looked to be nothing doing there. No blocks, and just him and 2 other guys. And wasn't able to spin out of that one.
It was interesting because they weren't rushing like that the very couple of plays. I only saw like 1 person rushing Longo. And
yeah, well, I think we got more blocks earlier. It just looked like everybody missed their block on that one.
Well, that's a rough call when everybody misses their block.
Yeah.
I can see one guy missing your block, but there's only a couple 3 linemen up there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's going to bring up 1st and 15 for the Trojans as the Eagles play 3 across. Looks like a couple safeties there on the defense. And taking off running is going to be Blair.
And he's going to slip too. Gets around a couple of our guys and tries to make another cut, but slips onto the ground.
Yeah, he tried to make a hard cut with their right about the 24, 25-yard line, no, 26-yard line. And, man, his feet went right up underneath him.
Got about 2 on that one.
Well, we do play on grass here at St. Joseph's. Nice field. So that is a little bit different than running on artificial turf. There's the snap now. Back to Blair. Blair looking. Roll, comes back more. Now he'll just fling it out there to the right-hand side. gets it all the way up to the line of scrimmage.
Joseph Starnes flying in there on that catch, just barely misses the guy, but he's pushed out of bounds by, I want to say, Bryce Anderson.
Yeah, he only got a handful of yards out of that. But you know, Jatorius Blair was giving up ground, going further and further in the backfield, and he almost got himself into a pickle right there.
Yeah, but he's got that really long arm.
Yep, he can fling it.
He just flinged it out there like it was nothing. There he is again, Blair. Now he's running here to the left, picks up a little speed, runs into one tackler, runs him over. Now he spins and dives forward.
Threw a couple stiff arms, couple of jukes to get some more yardage on that one.
He's going to go up to the 8-yard line.
It's going to be a first down.
Yep.
And it'll be 1st and goal for the Trojans.
Number 3, Darren Cruz on the tackle.
As Blair goes to pick up his towel that dropped out during the play. Now he gets back to his position. Pitch back to Blair, just standing there. Now he'll move forward, try to throw, get tangled up though by some Eagle defenders.
Man, Starnes came in there and he cleaned that play up. David Hagerman had him tied up, and he was trying to break away from Hagerman. And was it Starnes? No,
Yeah.
Starnes.
Yeah.
Starnes coming in there, and he cleaned that play up.
Yeah, David struggling a little bit early on to grab a hold of Jatorius Blair, which I don't blame him. His arms are a lot longer, so that stiff arm is going to be brutal.
Jatorius Blair, he does not like to get hit, though.
No, he doesn't.
Every time he's been hit kind of hard, he doesn't like it, you can tell.
Looks to be more of a skinnier guy, but he's got a lot of length to him.
There we go, snap back. Now it's going to be over to number 7, Ross, as he runs out of bounds.
He's going to lose yardage on that play.
Yeah. Hagerman sniffed that one out and put a lot of pressure on him and ran him out of bounds here near side.
Lost about 3 or 4.
Yep.
So Eagles with a tough goal line defensive stand here. Late in the first period, 2:50 remaining, down 8-0 to the Calvert Trojans. They got the one deep safety back there. It looks like Starnes. He's way in the back. One linebacker and 2 corners. As the Trojans come out to set up the next play, in the backfield is going to be Barnes. Looks like he will take the direct snap. No, it's going to be off the tee.
Oh,
False start.
False start. There we go. Yep, they had somebody jump that time. That'd been number 7. DeAndre Ross jumped on that far side. That's going to back him up another 5 yards.
Well, that was unusual. We hadn't seen them take it off the tee like that the whole game. So that might have contributed to the false
I think
start.
they did it the first play of the game, but they went back to the shotgun after that, and they've been rolling with it ever since.
Yeah. Well, who are they going to put in the backfield? Okay, now.
So here we go, 3rd down and goal now. They move the ball back to the 18. High snap. They get the ball, though. Give it to Blair. Blair's going to let it fly.
Oh,
it's going to be picked off.
Colt Bundick. Nope. That was Roy. Colin Roy with the pickoff right there about the 4 or 5 yard line. He picked that thing off, and it carried him out of bounds, but ball goes over to your Eagles.
So big defensive turnover during the goal line stand for the Eagles. Gives them the ball back. 2:41 remaining here in the first period. Eagles down 8-0. The final tune-up game of the 2025 season. District play starts next week. So really, Peter, you want to work out all the bugs and get everybody in their right position for this game.
Yeah, especially when you have a new guy like Joseph Starnes. You're trying to find out where he fits best in the offense and in the defense.
There's a snap now over to Longo. Now it's a handoff going around the right side. He's not going to go very far, though.
Yeah. Hagerman, your ball carrier, he picked up a couple there before he was brought down by Jatorius Blair. And, you know, I kind of like that size when they were lining up and running Giovanni Torrado at him. Yeah, I like that much better. But they're trying to outspeed him to the edge, and I don't think we're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think we should go to the wide side of the field if we run with David Hagerman. But Giovanni, you just put him up the middle and
Third
make
and
something
12,
happen.
fake handoff.
Oh,
Now
he's got
Longo going Longo down the field.
Baby. What a catch by Cole Bundick. Going up and over the
38-yard
defender.
line. Yeah. Wow. That was beautiful. And I'm going to tell you what set that play up was the fake. The
play
handoff,
action.
the play action going down to David Hagerman. Looked like he had the ball, and then so Longo rolls out to the far side of the field, and he pushes up the field about, 25-yard pass, and right into the hands. You couldn't have drawn that up any prettier than that. And Colt Bundick had a nice grab.
Yeah, Soto Longo held on to that ball as long as he could with that play action, and it fooled the defender perfectly. Opened up that rollout to have as much time as he needed to deliver a strike.
Well, especially just after the run to Hagerman, which it looked exactly like the same play.
It did.
Yep. Yeah, a little play calling by Aiden Cruz, trying to mix it up.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I've been noticing. Number 7, DeAndre Ross, he was lining up pretty tight on Colt. And I think,
a mistake.
I think you need to respect him a little bit more than that because he'll run past you.
Yeah, he learned it right there.
Yeah, he did.
Tirado in the backfield now.
They're going to call a false start, but I'm not sure on who. We weren't even
Well, our center was down and his hand on the ball. And if he moves his feet and he turns to look at the sidelines, that'll be a false start.
Did he move his feet?
He moved his feet, I think. Or he might have moved the ball, one of the two. But he was the only one set. Everybody else was not set yet, so it had to be him.
Okay, that's going to bring up first down again, and 20. First down was achieved by the catch by Bundick. Hagerman throwing downfield once again.
Oh, that's a pass interference.
Pass interference. Nice call.
Yep, they're gonna get an interception off the tip, but it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, the Euro Lopez got his back turned. And he was trying to track down Colt Bundick. Had his back turned and just ran into Bundick face to face. Ran right into him, knocked Bundick back, and he never turned around, looked for the ball, or even make a play on the ball. That makes it easy to call for the ref out there.
Yeah, Felipe Sotolongo's short pass ended up being something good. Have a little pass interference, move the chains up.
So they're going to mark. They're going to mark the ball.
Okay.
From the line of scrimmage on the pass interference.
Okay. It's not from the point of the.
It's contact.
Yeah, that's from the point of the
it's
contact.
where the flag is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Unless I haven't been playing football for the past 7 years.
Or at least they're.
Well, there seemed to be some discussion.
Are
You
they
think
calling?
You see a really long pass down the field, and there's a pass interference, and all of a sudden the ball's all the way down the field. That's
Yeah, at the point of the foul or the penalty. Yes. So now it's.
Well, I don't even know if they can remember where that is. Now they're walking the ball back, past to the original line of scrimmage, and they're going to mark off 15 yards from there.
So they went from the sticks at first, and now they're going from.
But it doesn't matter.
The line of scrimmage behind the sticks.
Isn't it an automatic
first down?
I thought it was an automatic first down, guys. Are we gonna?
I don't know. We might be dumb.
Okay, here we go. It was 15 yards automatic first down.
There we go.
They were waiting on moving the chains, and that's what's confusing me. I thought they were just gonna leave it as is, but I thought that was the point of the foul.
I thought it was too.
Go Tirado, go Tirado.
Tirado, right up the middle.
Right on.
Just a little
pounding the defensive line with his muscle and speed.
Yeah, and he ran out there and he flattened number 5 Raymond Jackson, and he's feeling it.
Yeah, he's holding his arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giovanni Tirado comes out of the game. Looks to have hurt his wrist earlier in the game. Has it wrapped up. Maybe his thumb. But he's going to need a breather after that one.
Longo in the backfield as the quarterback. He'll get the ball. You pitch it out to the right-hand side.
Hagerman's that around
Oh,
the
yeah,
edge.
baby.
Hagerman's in.
Hagerman all the way for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
What a great play, great blocking upfield, and great reads by David Hagerman, bringing it all the way up the field into the end zone.
Okay. Tell me, how does it make you feel when the guy that's playing quarterback pitches to you and he goes and he starts eating up people down the field, blocking
That's
people?
an awesome feeling, especially having an Aiden Cruz as a quarterback.
Yes.
He would pitch the ball and he'd go down and hit somebody.
Yes.
And that was just always great to have.
It was so long ago. He was looking people up, going down the field, and making as much contact as he could.
Eagles score with 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining on the clock. That kick is going to be no good.
A little bit of missed contact on that PAT, comes short. But a great block down the field by Felipe Sololongo and Colt
Absolutely.
Bunnig. I watched Colt Bunnig drive his
Yeah.
guy about 20 yards.
And a great touchdown to get back in the game for the Eagles. We'll be right back on the Red Sea Radio Network. Peter Najvar sharing the high fives around the Eagle nest up here as he's excited.
I'm hyped up. That was a great play.
You ain't kidding.
That's how you run the football.
Well, it was a great series for the Eagles. Started actually with the goal line stands.
With the interception.
With the interception, right. And momentum changed right from there. You could feel it. Now Eagles set to kick off again. This is going to be another long kick all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Oh, fumble on the play!
Fumble. Oh, Eagles have the
Recovered
ball.
by St. Joseph.
Yes. Wow.
Joseph Starnes coming from the opposite side of the field, comes in to tackle the guy and jars the ball loose. Recovered by freshman number 9, Colin Roy.
Yep. Raymond Jackson had picked that ball up off on a bounce, picked it up and had it in his arm and was already up the field 5 yards. But as soon as first contact came along, that ball popped straight up.
Yeah, it didn't look like he saw Joseph Starnes coming at him at all. He didn't look that direction. He didn't make any moves.
Yep. So it's Eagles' ball, 14-yard line.
So it's going to be first and goal for the Eagles. 57 seconds remaining here in the first period. There's the pitch out to the right-hand side. It's going to be...
Do it again. Yeah, baby!
All right. All right.
Hagerman for the score.
Running it again
Just
with David
like
Hagerman.
that. Same play that scored the last time. That was beautiful. And, you know, we're beating them to the edge, and everybody's getting on their block, and they're holding it just long enough, and Hagerman's quick. When he cuts it up the field and he's running north and south, he's moving.
Yes, Sotolongo got that seal the edge block, and then after that, David Hagerman only had one guy to beat, made a little inside move, and avoided the tackle.
So great play calling again, sets it up. This time the extra point is good.
All right.
Great kick.
How
Gonna
about
make
those
it
Eagles?
14-8. And wow, just like that, under 2 minutes, Eagles score twice and take control of this game. Very physical game. I'm going to say that right now.
Yep.
They are out physicality, the Trojans. They're not used to getting hit like that, and our guys are coming right at them and just hitting them whenever they have the opportunity, whether they're carrying the ball or they're blocking or you know, I can see the difference in the physicalness.
Yeah, I'm seeing more of I've seen an attitude switch too. You know, throughout the season they've had lots of injuries, but they're bringing in a new guy, and I think that gave them more of a sense of hope. Like, okay, we lost a lot of people, but we're bringing in some reinforcements, so let's try to turn this around. And that's what you're seeing right here.
You know, and you can probably explain it better than anybody that stand up here, but what does a headspace change feel like when the game one to now you're several games into the season, right? And especially when you're younger, the whole game seems to slow down a little bit better for you. Your contact doesn't seem to bother you as much. I think we're seeing that.
Yeah, the first couple weeks are rough.
Yeah,
they're rough, especially for those young guys that are new to the high school football. The speed and everything to it, it's hard to adjust to. But then once you get deeper in, you start playing well, it starts picking up for you, and it starts becoming more natural.
Little squib kick, right? Picked up right at the front line.
Received
by Huffman.
Isaac Huffman. A good reception there. Giovanni Torado put some put some speed on that ball, and it took one hop right into his gut.
Yeah, it looked like it just stuck to him.
That's one of those. Looked like me hitting the ball off the tee and playing golf. One of those worm burners where you're just about 2 inches off the top of the grass, about 100 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 15 for the Trojans. 51 seconds here remaining in the quarter. And what a turn of events we have had, ladies and gentlemen, as the Eagles come alive here at the end, score 2 unanswered touchdowns, and now lead 14-8. Crowd still buzzing.
I do want to point out, Jertorius Blair is on the sideline right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be taking it off the tee again,
Yep,
and there's
there
a
it
false
is.
start.
The center moved the ball back like he was going to snap it and then changed his mind.
Yeah.
So that was Raymond Jackson, the quarterback.
Well,
They're not going to go in the shotgun. They're going off the
yeah, he's under center, which is they haven't done that much tonight at all. Maybe 3 different times, and that's about it. But you know, they're a different offense without Blair out there playing quarterback.
No, in the backfield now is Ross. And now the pitch is to Ross. And he's going to come to the left-hand side, make a spin move, and then get knocked to the ground right away.
Whew. He's going to be brought
by
down
Starnes.
Starnes out there hunting heads tonight.
Coming from the backside of the play, too, to come and clean that up.
Well, it's got to be fun for Joseph because first game, he's been practicing with the team all week. You can only hit those guys so hard.
Right.
That's true.
And they're not the other team. And so here we are, 1 quarter of play. He's starting to feel his Starny oats. And taking care of some business out there. So that's going to bring up 2nd down now. They lost 1 yard on that play. We'll call it 16. And timeout is going to be called.
It's the end of the first.
Oh, it's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, they were just waiting it out.
You know, I should probably take a look at the clock every now and then, huh?
Yeah, all right. All right.
End of the quarter. Eagles 14 and Trojans 8. We haven't said that in a long time here on the Red Sea Radio Network. We'll be right back with more Eagle football. Stay with us. 2nd quarter action just about ready to get started here, as they will set the ball on the 33-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 16 for the Trojans. Now moving the ball from left to right as they flip the sides for the quarter. Fresh 10 minutes on the clock. 14-8, we are ready to go here. It's another snap off the tee. The pitch is going to be back to Ross. He's going to be pulled down from the
Man,
top.
Starnes was
Yep.
That was Starnes. Starnes met him about the time he got the ball pulled in good, and he got a stiff arm out on Starnes, and that wasn't going to be enough. Starnes drops him for a loss.
Yeah, DeAndre Ross saw the gap close up on his right side and decided to switch it back to the other side.
Yeah, that was quick.
Wrong decision.
Yeah, quick.
Our
And-
backside pursuit was
yeah.
there.
And, you know, I'll say one thing. One thing I've seen tonight over and over and over by our defense, exactly what you said, backside pursuit. You know, if you ever play the game of ball, and anybody listening, any of you kids listening, if you're on the backside and the play's going away from you, turn up your motor and chase it down because you'll never know what you're going to get.
So going to be 3rd down now. We'll call it 16 yards. Loss of 5 for the Trojans. There's the pitch back. And now a run. Now it's going to be a little pitch forward, a little pass forward. And he's going to run out of bounds.
Chased out by number 3, Jaron Cruz.
Yep.
That was Raymond Jackson, who took the snap and then went out in a pattern.
Jertorius Blair is coming back into the game.
Yep. 4th and 10 for Calvert coming up, and Jertorius Blair comes back in because he is their trigger man. You can tell he makes that offense run better when he's there.
So he's way back, 10 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. As the cowbells come out, pitch goes back to Blair. He's going to throw a quick pitch up to Ross, and that's going to be taken out of bounds. Not enough for the first
He
down.
is not going to get it.
Is he going to make it? Nope, they're going to move the chains. That was a good spot. That was a very generous spot. So
Impressive job there by DeAndre Ross. Was able to muscle through 2 of our guys to get that extra stretch to get that first down.
Yeah, I don't think he made it quite that far. I'm sorry.
It didn't look like it.
I don't either. That's okay, though.
He was about a half a yard or a yard back behind where they have him spotted.
Okay, Ross in the backfield as long as Blair. Ross gets the snap, pitches it back to Blair. Now he's just going to toss a little rainbow out to the left-hand side.
He's going to be chased down by Colt Bundick on the sideline there.
Uriel Lopez, the ball carrier. First time we've called his name all night. And that looked like just like a little relief pass, Peter.
Yeah, Jortorius doesn't look like he wants to really run the ball right now. He's receiving the ball and kind of standing still and then just waiting for his guys to release out and then just dumping it over top.
Well, he's got that height advantage. How tall do you think he is?
Oh, man. Let's see.
6'5"?
6'5"?
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Okay, now he gets the pitch again. Catches it with one hand like the Statue of Liberty. Now he runs forward. He's going to get tied up, come loose again. He's get the ball off to Ross. Ross on the outside. He's going to juke one guy.
Oh, man.
Cut inside, cut across the field. Touchdown, Trojans.
You know, looked like we had him in the backfield there, but he was able to slip out of that tackle by Joseph Starnes. Dumps it off to his favorite friend, DeAndre Ross, and he's able to make about 3 of us miss before he trots into the end zone.
Yeah.
So once again, even if Blair isn't running the ball, he makes things happen with his arm.
But, you know, you're right about that, but I think I'd rather have him throwing that ball than running the ball because it seemed like he's a much tougher out when he's got the ball in his hands. He's running with it. When he's throwing it, you know, it's a lot more things could happen that could be detrimental to their
Bad
offense.
snap. Barnes picks it up. He's going to throw it in the end zone this time. And it's going to be complete for 1 point. And that'll make it 15-14 now.
Wow.
Trojans up by 1 here. 7:25 remaining in the second quarter. And we'll be right back with more action on the Red Sea Radio Network. It's Eagle football, everybody. And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. You are in the nest with Gil Dominguez, Steve Rayburn, Peter Najvar here. We are in the second quarter of play. 15-14 is your score as the kickoff is going to go midway, picked up by the Eagles. He's going to turn to his right now, try to get out to the sidelines.
Nice little move for Solongo with that return. He set up his blocker perfectly, and number 4, Bryce Anderson, actually got on the other side of Jatorius Blair and got him hemmed up so he could get around him. So got a few extra yards out of that little crafty running and that little move.
Bring up 1st and 15 for the Eagles. Fresh set of downs, brand new quarter. Let's see what they could do. They scored twice in the last quarter within 1 minute of each other. Been on the move ever since. Sotolongo gets the snap, hands it off to number 15.
That might have been a little bit of a late hit there.
Yeah, he was out of bounds, but when he hit him, and then
But he popped right back up. He's fine. David Hagerman on the outside
tough.
there.
Yeah, he's tough
and
cookie.
You could really see
But-
the speed of him right there running down that sideline.
But Hagerman took the coach out.
I think
the Trojans coach got. Oh no, it was one of the
think it was
Knights. One of our Knights of Columbus out there running the chains.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the cameraman
No,
for KBTX.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Daryl Bruffett.
Yeah, they look like friendly fire out there. Sorry, Bruffett.
I like that play there. Just running to the weak side of the offense where the defense isn't, and
Yeah.
David Hagerman using his speed to get outside. Gets a first down on it, too.
Daryl Bruffett taking one for the KBTX team.
Yeah, good old Alvin Yellow Jacket right there.
There's a handoff up the
Oh,
middle
good
now,
move.
going out to the right-hand side. It's going to be Hagerman again.
David making a move on the first guy, Uriel Lopez, but Uriel able to get a hand on him to slow him down.
You know, he is so elusive for being just a little guy. When we saw him last year playing on the defense, he wasn't running the ball very much last year.
No, he didn't even practice offense. There was one time we threw him in the offense, and we had a delay of game, and that was against Baytown, but we don't have to talk about that anymore. That was not a fun game.
No, it wasn't. We'll go right to the present here. 15-14, favor of the Trojans, going to bring up second down. And now here's the ball.
No, that took too long.
Off to Torado.
Yeah, they had that sniffed out from number 5 Raymond Jackson, and accompanied by number 12 Isaac Huffman. They sniffed out that delay handoff and blew it up the backfield.
Yeah, Toronto's got to go north and south
Yep.
from the get-go. That's where his power is, and you try to come in and tackle him, and he's going to lower his shoulder and push you into the next county. Okay, Toronto in the backfield again with Longo. He'll get the snap. He'll hand it off. Once again, there it is, right up the middle.
Oh,
yeah,
Toronto
baby.
just trucked.
Touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. Toronto just trucked Jatorius Blair. Whew. Good night.
I think I was just calling that play.
I think you were just talking about that, Gil. And we ran that right up the middle with Giovanni Torado. He keeps his pad level low and just runs through all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the power, and like you were saying a couple games ago, he just needs to get that confidence that he can bull some people out of the way.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you gotta run it with them more so that he gets more comfortable with it. And as you can see, we're doing that here.
And there's the kick is up,
Good.
and it's going to be good.
A little bit of a low snap, but recovered by Sotolongo so that we could get that field goal off.
Yeah, that right there, when Torado and met Blair in the middle of the field, looked like a deer stepped in front of a freight train.
Woo! Yeah, he lowered the shoulder, and he didn't stop.
Well, I think it was the Richmond game where Richland Springs, where he just got mad at the end after the ejection and the way they were roughhousing our players.
Yeah.
And he had just had enough, and Toronto got the ball, and that's when he just scored the touchdown, ran 30, 40 yards or something like that.
He ran around and
busted through people.
Everyone.
And that was it. To me, that was his awakening, that he could do that kind of play.
Yep.
Yeah, as we
Which
see
is
it
just the
again right
progression
there.
of the team. We're seeing the progression of the team right now. That this is a team that is very evenly matched with the Eagles, and they're going toe-to-toe with them. And not afraid to hit them and score the points that need to be scored.
Well, I'm the one to give credit where credit's due. I don't know if you watched that, the block that sprung Torado on that far side, that kick-out block.
I didn't see it.
Joseph Starnes popped out there, and he laid the wood on that defender, and Torado was right off his hip and straight up the field.
So 22-15 now, as the Eagles score here in the second quarter. There's the kick. It's going to be a little squibber into the middle of the field, picked up by Barnes.
Oh, that's a block in the back. Missed
Barnes going to cut across his field now, come to the right, turn on the speed. It's going to be Barnes all the way into the end zone.
That's a bad miss by the referees there. David Hagerman was pursuing him.
Clear,
the closest
a clear
one to
block
him,
in the back.
shoved in the back and threw him off, and wasn't able to recover from that. I'm not sure where we're looking.
Coach is mad. He's got his hat off. He's talking to the head referee, and that was clearly a block in the back. And, you know, I don't.
Yeah, further down the field, there was another block where the guy had his hand in our guy's face mask.
Yeah, pushing his head back. You're gonna get away with some of that, just on a, because it's gonna happen on a kickoff and or even a punt return. You're gonna see some of that, but when somebody gets hit from the back, both hands are out like that. That flag always comes out.
And the kick is up, and it's going to be no good.
Oh, we're still up.
So Eagles remain ahead 22-21. And, guys, I think we're into that kind of a game where whoever has the ball last.
Yep.
It could be.
Could be one of those nights.
Those are fun games to play.
I will tell you this, though. Our guys are sharp out there. There's been a couple of miscues here or there, but the blocks have been crisp and they've been on time right when they're supposed to happen, and it's paying off with these nice long runs and some of these passes that we're getting downfield.
Well, it looks like definitely we will have a halftime, ladies and gentlemen. One of the few things that
We love
sure?
that.
we've been able to enjoy
Love
all
that.
season long. And our special guest is going to be Juan Nagori, principal here at St. Joseph's. I texted him earlier today, and I said, if we have a halftime, you're our man. And I go, well, just look at the scoreboard, and that'll tell you what to do. I think I told him 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. So that'll be fun to catch up with Juan, see what's happening with the school. It's his second year of being the head of school, and he's overseen lots of changes already.
Yeah, that's something that you can't even do. They set up the ball 5 yards behind where they were supposed to kick it, and the kicker just picked it up and put it down. He's supposed to hand it to a ref, and they're supposed to put it down, but I think they're being a little lazy today.
And this kick is going to go deep into the end zone.
Pretty good kick, though.
Yep. No, he got all of it.
Sends it into the end zone.
Good kick.
Haven't seen one of those.
Since you. But this is the other team.
First one this year we've seen from all teams.
That's true.
Yeah, what a weapon that was. Never had a run back.
Every now and then I had a bad kick. I kicked too high up on the ball and it's squib. I never did those on purpose.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah. Well, even, you know, the whole special teams game in this 6-man ball is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
1st and 15 now for the Trojans. And there's the Eagles, excuse me. And there's the pitch to Hagerman. Spin. Keeping his legs moving forward all the way down to the 37-yard line.
That's a freaking running back right there.
Man, hey, you remember Taz, the Tasmanian Devil on the cartoons?
I can't say I do.
Man, that looks David Hagerman's just ripping up the field, spinning around and pushing people off, and he looks like Taz, the Tasmanian Devil out there running that ball.
That was a great run. He had a nasty spin move at about the line of scrimmage that really broke him free and kept his feet moving even with guys on him to get that first down.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 15 again as the Eagles get the first down on that one. Pitch to the left this time to Hagerman.
Ooh, man.
And that won't work out so well for him this time.
Felipe Salongo set the edge.
That was a good block.
And he took out number 12, Isaac Huffman. And Isaac probably has 100 pounds on him. And, I mean, took him out with the block.
Yeah, that was a great block. It's just not enough blocks. Mm-hmm. We were running a now I'm blanking. We faked it to the right and then went to the left, so we didn't have as many blocks as we would have.
Yep.
Play took a little bit too long to develop.
Well, he faked it to the right, but nobody was there. So it looked awkward.
It was something we did last year.
It's a counter play.
Yeah.
There's the snap now to Longo. Hand the ball off. Hagerman again up the middle is going to get spun around forward, maybe picked up 2.
Yeah, Hagerman looking for somewhere to go, and his blocker, Colin Roy, is kind of standing still in front of him. So I gave him a little push in the back, a little motivation. Hey, go get somebody. Was able to get almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down now, and we'll call it 16 yards to go. Ball is at the 34-yard line. And Longo looks over to his left now, trying to get a new play call. Cruz delivers the new play, checks his wristband. Everybody's on the same page, and we're ready for the snap. There it is. Longo going out to his right-hand side now. He's going to pass the ball up about 5 yards.
Yep. Nice catch by Colin Roy. Going to pick up, 7 yards? 6 yards? Yeah.
So bring up 4th down now and about 10. We'll call it 11. So 4th and 11, keep this drive alive.
And there's a lot of room to run in the middle of that field.
As Longo looks over to the sidelines, gets his play. So the plays are taking a minute to come in, Peter.
Yeah, well, sometimes they like to read the defense and they'll check with their offensive coordinator to audible the play.
There you go. In motion is Roy. He sets up right at the line of scrimmage. There's Longo. He's back. He's back. He's going to throw downfield.
Oh, just a little too tall. He
Found his guy, but
yeah.
sends it a little bit too much over his head. Colt Bundick not able to reach it on that one.
Man, if he would have connected with Colt, all he had to do was catch it and come down there. He had enough for a first down.
So it's going to be a turnover on downs. First down now for the Trojans. And the ball will be right at the 40-yard line. So not really a short field for the Trojans, but certainly shorter than being all the way back on your 20. First and 15. In the way back is Blair. They'll pitch it to him. There he is, standing, looking, running now on the left-hand side. He's going to make a move and then go toward the sidelines.
Oh, throw a flag on
15-yard
that.
penalty on that one right there.
Yep.
There you go. He didn't like being escorted out of bounds. Jatorius Blair was escorted out of bounds by number 9, Colin Roy. Once Colin Roy got him out on the sidelines, he shoved him from the back of the head. Didn't like that. But that's a 15-yard penalty.
Well, he was talking to the ref about it, and the ref didn't appreciate that either. Comes walking out toward him.
Yeah, you're better off once you mess up like that. Is just turn around and go back to huddle and shut your mouth, and you don't want to mark yourself to the staff out there.
Yeah, making your plea isn't gonna it's not gonna help you out.
Not after the play.
So that's the first unsportsmanlike penalty on Blair. I think you get 2 of those and you get ejected,
out.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can I have a couple of those, please?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
is that flying ants I'm seeing around here on the table, or
I didn't see anything.
Or are we being invaded?
I don't know.
Yeah, just some little gnats around here. It's a windy day.
Yep.
Remember last year, Steve, we were inundated with all those bugs.
Yeah.
They came out of the ground after the rain.
Yep. All the June bugs were just everywhere.
I like this new defense we have going. We have a Colt rush in the middle to try to contain Jatorius Blair. He over-pursued a little bit on that last play. I think he's going to break down a little earlier here.
Okay, Ross, the quarterback, gets it back to Blair. Blair looking. Now he's going to lob the ball up.
Oh, man. Bryce Anderson almost picked that pocket. That ball was intended for number 12, Isaac Huffman. Is kind of the relief valve guy. And then he almost got that thing undercut and picked. That was very close. Good heads-up play and by Bryce Anderson.
Blair does not throw the ball with authority. When he throws a pass, it kind of floats out there.
Yeah, he was throwing it off his back foot, just throwing it up there, hoping his receiver would make a play.
So that's going to bring up third down now, 14 for the Trojans. There's the snap. Give back to Ross. He's going to fling it down the field now.
Oh,
and it's going to be caught, spun around, touchdown, Trojans.
Yeah, we had that one dead to rights, and it went through Colin Roy's hands, and it went right into Jatorius Blair's hands.
Yeah, they lined him up out wide, and I figure everybody could have told you they're going to throw him the ball there.
Right.
That's exactly what they did. They were going to test their guy versus our guy.
Three Eagles had him surrounded.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I would take that play 10 times out of 10. I'll tell you why, because you had 3 defenders there, and only by just an eyelash did he miss that pickoff. So
high snap. Blair picks it up. He's going to toss it into the end zone. Going to be incomplete, though. So that's a couple extra points that they've missed now. That's going to make the score 27-22.
But you know, one thing I'm noticing, you said he didn't get much authority on the ball when he throws it. He puts the ball.
Like a dart.
He pushes the ball like a dart. and he's not getting a whole lot on it. I mean, he hits his guys, he gets the ball to them, but it's all short yardage stuff, and it's the way he delivers it. He kind of pushes it out there, puts it to them. And when they just went downtown and threw that pass to him, number 7, right? When it down to Ross,
Yes.
when he threw it, and he has a appropriate wind up, and the ball comes back over past his ear and over his head. Got a great delivery and a nice spiral.
Yeah, he threw that as far as he could.
Yeah. I don't see that accuracy or that distance out of Jatorius Blair.
Yeah, not if he's always on the run like that.
So 1:35 remaining till the half. Yes, Francis, there will be a half.
There will be.
Only the second time this season we will see a halftime. As I understand it, the cheerleaders are going to do a halftime routine.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have Juan Nagori, and life is going to be beautiful.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you get to interview him.
Me?
Heck yeah.
All right. I got to start preparing, I guess.
Turn the tables. You're tired of being called into the principal's office. Like that ever happened. All right, there's a kick. Get a little poochie kick. Oh, took a mad spin. Hit and
He
bounced
backed away
back.
from it. Oh.
No, it hit and bounced back toward the Trojans.
Yeah, but
Unbelievable. Had a lot of spin on that one,
Yeah.
so when it hit the ground, it came back towards them, and Felipe Sotolongo was reading it as it was going to go at him, backs up away from it, lands short, and then bounces away from him, not able to recover from there.
Unbelievable bounce of the ball, and of course that's why we love the sport of football. That ball can go
Maybe I should have been doing that.
anywhere. There's a Trojans now, first down. Blair, he's going to go downtown with this one.
oh, we tipped it into his hand.
Wide open for the score.
Jaron Cruz had a play on it, and he just tipped it up in the air instead of pushing it down, and it went right into the hands of the receiver.
You know, that's something that his coach is going to come back to him and say, hey, as a defensive back, we tipped the ball down.
Yeah.
Raymond Jackson in the right place at the right time was a designated receiver, but when the ball was tipped, it tipped right to him, and he put it up. There's the kick for the extra point, and this one will be good. Going to make it 35-22, so just like that, just like the Eagles scored at the end of the first quarter, the Trojans come back here and put up 14 points very quickly, 35-22.
And right there we saw Jertorius Blair set his feet to throw the ball, and that one was a cannon. That ball went far. A nice spiral on it, too. Still was a little bit short, but with a little assistance from our own guy who was able to make it to his man.
I'm about to say, properly played, you just knock it to the ground or you pick it. It was to our guy, and just unfortunate play.
And I have to comment on Daryl Bruffett out there. Got his camera high in the air.
He's still moving. He's okay.
He retired last year.
Is that Bruffett?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and he comes out for Friday night, the Friday night show, because it's a all hands on deck kind of thing for the station. But he's one of the only guys you're going to see carry that big camera around. The other cameramen you say are just carrying the little pretend cameras. But not Mr. Bruffett. He carries the big cannon.
Yep. That's going to be offsides on the kickoff there. Jertorius Blair running ahead of his kicker there. I'm actually surprised they called that.
I didn't see the flag.
It's right down next to the sideline ref on the far side.
Oh, okay.
So touchback, but they're going to move that one up a little bit.
Move it up or have him kick again?
Well, whatever coach decides, actually.
You sure that's Bruffett?
I got a close-up of him.
Okay.
Looked like him.
All right.
He got knocked down on the other side.
Yeah.
That's who got knocked down.
Okay.
That's what made me get the close-up, and I saw, oh, my God,
Looks like we're going to
oh,
re-kick.
my goodness.
Well,
They're going to scoot it back 5 and have them re-kick.
So we'll do that kickoff again.
You know, with that guy's leg, I wouldn't be surprised if he still puts it back into the end zone.
Yeah, he gets all of it.
Mr. Uriel Lopez with a cannon.
Yeah. I would play back just a little further.
Yeah, Sonalongo sitting at about the 15-yard line.
I'd go back 10.
And that ball is going to go deep, but retrievable. There's Sonalongo coming on the left-hand side. Having a couple of words there with Ross.
Yeah.
As they came helmet to helmet.
Yeah. Ross is a little hobbled up there.
I think Felipe accidentally stepped on his foot while they were out of bounds.
Well, that's what you get for talking about his mama.
Well, he kind of ran over there to go face to face with him. I wonder why he kept running, because if you accidentally bump into him, he's already out of bounds. You're going to get a 15-yard penalty. But yeah.
Yeah, we want to see a little bit more speed out of that one. With all that space up in front of Felipe Sonalongo, he looked as though he was reading holes. But in that situation, you're getting as much as you can get, and then you read the holes.
Right.
Okay, so I formation for the Eagles. There's the pitch back. Hagerman, he's crossing his field now, zigging back and forth. And now he's going to break out of a tie and stumble forward to the 30-yard line, David Hagerman.
That's how you run the football.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Ross is hobbled again. He's getting cramps or something. Something's wrong.
I think it's his ankle or calf.
See his toe pointing straight to the ground?
That was Starnes.
That was David Hagerman.
Oh, okay.
Looks like they're going to run it with him again.
There it is on the right-hand side this time. Turning on the speed, going past some blockers. Refuses to go down, crosses the cone. Are they going to call it?
I think he was just barely out of bounds.
Did he have him by the face mask?
He had him by something around there. That was either a face mask or a late hit.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Mask. Whoa, boy. Okay, well.
But David Hagerman.
Just chewing him up out there. And I'm going to tell you what, again, talking about it just a minute ago, who was out on that far side setting that edge? Colt Bundick. And he had his man. He's driving him 10 yards up the field. Great block.
That's what you like to see as a running back.
Absolutely. Open a hole and let me run.
First and goal for the Eagles now. Tight formation. Ball at the 2-yard line there. Give it to Money. Up the line of scrimmage.
Going to give that to our power back for the
Dorado
touchdown.
For the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
All right.
Going to give David Hagerman a little bit of rest for that play. Hand it to the other running back, the power guy.
Yeah, you know, Toronto's he's not a small guy, and you know, up there when people are kind of trying to, you know, hold their part of the field, and when you're playing goal line like that, you don't want to, like, you know, put on some exotic blitz or come get too crazy. Somebody's trying to play and stay at home,
up and it's going to be no good.
And if you're standing there stone footed, he's going to run right over.
He's going to run right through you. We're seeing a little bit of an emergence for the running game for St. Joseph here. More of open space for them as compared to the earlier games when they'd get the ball and then be caught in the backfield. The front line is making some blocks, making something happen so that David Hagerman and Giovanni Torrado have something to work with.
Yeah.
Well, that was against much bigger teams, too, much bigger schools, and this is why Coach Patterson was saying he wanted to play those games at the first to, you know, get their face bashed in a little bit to find out what it's going to be like for district.
Know how it feels to get hit.
Yeah. Right. But I don't think the district teams are going to be any tougher than what we've seen already.
Well,
and this is a great game to end up the non-district part of the schedule. It's a small school right up the road, and could be the beginnings of a nice little rivalry, Steve.
Yeah, you know, and also too, you know, headed into, you know, district like we're talking about. You know, come off a win like this, these guys they're a good solid team. You know, probably a thin bench, but a good solid team. And you're gonna figure out what you're made out of tonight. Well, I think this is gonna go all four.
We haven't won yet, so we'll just wait to the fourth quarter for that as we get ready for the kickoff. Toronto pushing it down to about the 10-yard line, picked up And now it's going to be,
Oh,
what
man.
a hit.
Starnes just lit his fuse.
Once again, we see backside pursuit.
Yes.
And was that number 0?
Yeah, I believe that was 0. Jaden
Wallace tries to cut back, cuts right back into Joseph Starnes, and he introduces him to the ground.
Yeah, it was click, click, boom, man. That was, what a hit.
And interesting, Starnes, every time he gets up, he makes a tackle. He makes the sign of the cross.
Yeah, I have seen him point up to God up in the sky there before pretty much every play.
So good for him.
There it is right there.
Exhibiting his Catholic faith after each big play that he does. Oh, whistle blows before the snap. It can be 1st and 15 with 35 seconds remaining here.
That'd be a false start.
Yeah,
in the half.
Yeah, that was on Raymond Jackson. He just picked up and moved, and that's tough, especially when you're already down in 15-yard line. That pushes back to the 10, and you're going the wrong direction.
So it'll be first down again, and this time we'll call it 20 for the Trojans. Pitch back goes to Barnes. He's going to run to his left, now run to his right, eluding tacklers. Now he's going to dunk it over the middle and push down immediately.
Incomplete.
Yeah, there you go.
Taking him down and helping him up is Colt Bundick, able to stop him from catching the ball there.
Yeah, that's Demarion Smith. The ball was intended for, but it really didn't get to him. It hit him more down by his feet, and then it didn't make it to him. But we had Mr. Blair running for his life.
Yeah, good pressure there by Giovanni Torrado and Joseph Starnes to
Absolutely.
Not give him anything and pressure him as hard as we can to force him to make a bad throw.
Blair now coming out to the right-hand side on the line of scrimmage. He'll line up as a split end.
You can expect them to throw him the ball. We're going to drop Joseph Starnes back into coverage.
Yeah, he is. And whistle is
jumped
blowing
again.
again.
Another false start. Good audible by our defensive coordinator, James Najvar, to drop a more height-filled defender, Joseph Starnes, into coverage on Jertorius Blair.
Yep.
Yeah, as soon as he popped out there, Starnes started moving back, and they were going to nullify that.
So Starnes now at the safety position.
And Blair goes into the backfield. He's going to go out as a receiver from there. Here's Ross now trying to run up the middle, almost stripped of the ball.
That's a illegal forward pass.
He's going to get the ball out to Blair.
Flags down.
Yep.
Flags
and they're
down.
going to push him out of bounds.
Yep. Illegal forward pass. Yep.
Short gain on the reception, but there is a flag. Looks like maybe a beyond the line pass.
Yep.
Yeah, number 7, DeAndre Ross, making everything happen that he could and forgetting how far he actually ran, and passes it to his best friend, Jertorius Blair.
Yep.
And 9 seconds on the clock. Will Patterson's going to lead his team into the locker room.
Yeah, man. That's what you want to see on that scoreboard at halftime, a close game.
35-28 is the score as the Eagles make their way across the field and into the locker room. Kind of a momentous occasion, just doing that.
Absolutely.
Making it to halftime.
Scoring a lot of points here. So halftime is here. Let's give a cheer. That's right, as we go into our first, well, it's the third quarter action here.
What?
We're going to get jiggy with it here. The unofficial theme song of the game of the week. As we get ready for third quarter action, Trojans will be kicking off to the Eagles, and here we go.
Kick by number 8, Euro Lopez. Ball is fielded by Solongo. He's returning the ball right. Okay. All right. He returns the ball about the
That's a good return.
37-yard line before he's brought down.
He wasn't brought
Felipe.
down. He ran over.
Well,
And he's still on the ground. Not sure who it was.
the
but-
guy kind of hugged him on the way down, and he just kind of flattened him. I think it's number 7 on the ground, DeAndre Ross.
Oh, yep.
There's a professional cameraman right there. If you take a look down on the field.
Man,
Look at him getting those angles.
Yeah, Daryl Bruffett down there on the ground.
look,
I used to have a guy like that work with us, Paul Town.
Okay.
He would turn himself into a pretzel in order to get the shot.
Got to get the shot.
You got to get the shot, and a professional cameraman knows how to do that, and knows that you got to get in position like before when he was out there with the team and he holds the camera up high, getting that up angle and following him back out of the. Those are all pro tricks.
yeah.
That we're exhibiting there.
Well, let's hope Bruffett can get back up out of that position because he's a couple years older than I am.
Well, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on him and alert the paramedics. They're here in the ground. But it was great to see him come up to the booth and say howdy to us. And so now we'll see what they do without the influence of DeAndre Ross. Blair way in the back. Handoff is up the middle. Right to Hagerman. Going to be brought down in the secondary by Blair.
Man,
You know, we talk about David as the speed man, but there we're seeing some power out of that guy. Lowers his shoulder to Blair to get a couple extra yards and actually get that first down.
yeah, he moved those chains.
And
he-
Blair is hobbling too now again.
Yeah, David Hagerman limps off the field a little bit, but he looks like he's fine. Might have just, stepped on his foot maybe.
And just to say it, I mean, he had contact first 5 yards easy. He got his first contact, and he blew right through it.
So it's a first down for the Eagles as they get the ball and hand it right up the middle to
Yep, and that's and making those
Tirado.
guys come up and tackle Tirado. That they're grabbing their sides and they're having a hard time. But
Yeah.
you know, you were talking about it, Gil, at halftime. That physical running game is taking a toll.
Well, he reminds me of Ramirez.
Yeah,
Running the Ramirez.
I wish he was wearing number 20, because then he would be just like Lucas.
Yep.
He's built like him, that's
He
for
is.
sure.
He is.
So that's going to bring up second down and 10.
it was first down. It was an offsides call.
Okay, and now there's the pass out to the outside. Picked up. Touchdown, Bundy.
Man,
Another great catch for Colton Bundick, going up and over the defender to grab that ball.
yeah, he just streaked right up that far sideline to the front of the end zone and just out jumped everybody and high pointed that ball, including Mr. Jatorius Blair.
And it's a great pass by Longo, who went Longo on that one.
Yeah, he did.
You weren't up here last year, Peter, but we used to love to call it the cruise missile.
All right.
Oh, I've heard it.
When
I've
Aiden
heard it.
It was good, and I think the defense was offsides on that kick. There's a flag down. I believe that was going to be on the defense. He was 2 yards into the backfield before the ball was hiked. But we got it off. Yep.
It'll be declined, and it's probably good. Bringing our score.
Oh. All right. This is where we want to be, guys.
Yep.
36-35, third quarter.
On the first possession in the third quarter, Eagles
sir.
score. And like I said before, we are in uncharted territory right here.
This
Man.
is something new for them.
Yep.
This is where they're going to learn how to fight for a win.
Yep.
Really, it's a close game. It's back and forth. Well, you got to stick it out. Who's going to be on top? So this is one of those things where who wants it more?
Yep.
Who wants it more? Who's going to hit the other guy harder?
Yep. He's going to see what you're made out of tonight and what you're willing to lay on the line tonight.
Yep. Who's going to sprint when they're tired?
That's right. And I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips and body language on the Trojan side is that they don't look like they're interested a whole lot in this.
Yep.
And our guys, they got a little swagger to them.
I'm seeing a lot of,
Yep.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're here.
Vocabulary.
Here we are.
What's the word at? Enthusiasm. There we go. There we go.
1985.
They're jogging onto the field. They're hopping up and down and everything. the boys are excited to play.
Yep. Here we go.
So 8:50 remaining here in the third quarter, 36-35. And we thought that we'd be seeing all 4 quarters tonight. So if you're at home, time to make another batch of popcorn, I think, because we got another quarter and a half of football to go here, as that kick's going to go all the way to the goal line or the 1-yard line, picked up by Blair. Now he's going to run on the right-hand side, get spun around, though.
Yeah. Nice tackle there by Bryce Anderson. Got him hooked, and he tried to spin out of Bryce's grip, and right on the ground he went.
He got him by one arm.
He did.
He looked like one of those chain of monkey things.
So here.
On the turnover, we want to take a minute to recognize Council 1179.
So the Trojans take the ball over at the 22-yard line, 1st and 15.
All right, here we go, third quarter, and with the call right now is a good buddy, Steve Rayburn.
Okay, you're Lopez he's up back, pitches it back to number 7, DeAndre Ross. Ross is sacked on the play, and he fumbled it. He fumbled the ball. Yes, he fumbled the ball. Recovered by Bryce Anderson at just inside the 10-yard line.
When I tell you Giovanni Toronto shot out of a rocket, he shot out of a rocket off of that line, running straight through his blocker, straight into DeAndre Ross, causing him to fumble the ball. And then Bryce Anderson being there and being ready, falls on the ball.
He just jumped right on the ball, hit the ground, and he jumped right on it. And, I think they were shocked that Giovanni and Bryce both were back there that fast.
They were
so
the ball
Eagles,
was pitched back, and he was there.
Eagles come to the ball just inside the 10-yard line. Giovanni split right, and Sotolongo directly behind center. Ball snap. Goes to Tirado. Tirado to the left side. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Giovanni Tirado showing a little shiftiness there. Hits the outside, cuts back in, and breaks somebody's ankles, getting in the end zone.
It was nice. He had good vision as he went to the far side. He bounced it out just a little bit wider than what it was intended. But once he got out there was nobody in front of him. And anybody would have got in front of him, and he would have had a full set of steam.
Oh yeah,
he would have ran him right over. So we're lining up for the PAT.
He's showing a little bit of speed there on that run.
Tirado lined up. Ooh, high snap, kick. Oh, it's no good. And Sotolongo could not get that ball back down. It was way high. Brought it back down, and it had messed up their timing. So but your Eagles lead.
To hesitate, not able to.
Yep. But your Eagles lead 8:36 in the third quarter. Your Eagles are up 42-35.
And what I noticed is after the score, Tirado scored, of course, on the run. It was handed off to him by Sotolongo. And then they immediately come back and get ready for the extra point. And Sotolongo's just kind of like beating on his chest like, yeah, way to go. Mm-hmm. And he was patting him on the shoulder pads. And they had just completed a great play, and now they were just off to the next one for the extra point.
Yeah, throughout this whole entire game, they've been moving to that extra point really quickly, trying to make Calvert speed up on their defense to be like, oh, they just scored on us. Oh, now they're rushing to the line. Oh, now I got to get there. Yeah. And so it adds that extra fatigue.
Yeah, and when you see the body language on both sides, and it's telling a tale that there's still hands on hips over there on the Trojan side. All right, Giovanni Tirado's lining up to kick off. Squibber goes up about 15, 20 yards, picked up by number 2, Jatorius Blair, takes to the far side of the field, up the sidelines, and brought down on about the 40-yard line.
Joseph Starnes brings him down from behind.
Yep. Starnes with a nice tackle from behind.
Coming once again from the backside of the play.
Yeah, he was on this side he was on the near side of the field, lined up for the kickoff, and trailed that runner all the way down that other side and caught him from behind. And again, we talked about that pursuit. Mm-hmm. You don't give up.
It makes a big difference.
don't give up.
One of my guys back in the day last year who was doing that a lot was Lucas Ramirez.
Yep.
You know, never give up on a play, even if he gets knocked down on his butt on the far side of he's going to get up and start running and then probably make the tackle.
All right, got Jatorius Blair up. He's back, and you got 2 up backs in front of him. Number 5, Raymond Jackson takes a snap, pitches back to Blair. Blair flips it out to Jackson again. Jackson is taken down,
tackle.
Chopped down at the 30-yard line after about 10 yards. That's going to be number 4, Bryce Anderson.
That was Felipe Sotolongo.
Was that so long ago? I thought
sir.
that was Anderson. I'm sorry.
Felipe Sotolongo
Yeah.
with a great open field tackle, closing space, diving at the knees, knocking him down.
Wow. I mean, you know, that's he got over there, and he was to the middle of the field, and he broke that to the far side, and he made that tackle. Before that, he could pick up that first down.
Got about 12 on that one.
Blair back deep again, up back number 8. Euro Lopez, or number 5, Raymond Jackson's going to take the snap. Yep. Pitch back. Oh, and he's off and running. Blair's off and running, and shoestring tackle.
Another good tackle.
Yep.
Felipe Sotolongo once again.
Unfortunately, he's going to pick up just enough to move the chains, get that first down. But man, again, great tackle. Big little guy on a big guy, and all that's form and know how to attack somebody to take them down. Didn't matter what their size is, you just got to know how to do it.
I think Longo was spying on him
He was.
because as soon as he started to run, Longo came up.
All right, again. Jackson and Lopez are up. Pitch back. Okay. All right, he's scrambling. He's coming near side.
what a tackle.
Brought down from behind. Again, they had him flushed in that backfield. There was a lot of clutter in the backfield. And he was trying to work his way around defenders. And man, Giovanni Tirado hunted him down and dropped him. I don't think there's a gain on the play. I think there's not a loss.
About right back to the line of scrimmage.
Right back to the line of scrimmage.
But that was set up by Cole Bunnick in the front, making a diving play to grab onto some legs.
Yeah, he did.
After Jatorius Blair was running around in the backfield for a while, Cole said, no more of this.
No. And Jatorius he was trying to look upfield and find somebody. He just wasn't there. Again, Blair's deep, and you have Lopez and Jackson, your up backs. Center Jackson pitch back to Blair. Blair's running the ball far side, and he is pushed out of bounds again.
Good job by Cole Bunnick there
Cole
on the
Bunnick.
sideline. Put his shoulder into him to force him out of bounds.
Yeah, good work by Bundick. He just, they kept stringing it out and pushing him further and further sidelines, and Bundick had a nice hit and just escorted him right out of bounds.
Ball's going to be at about the 13-yard line now. They can still get a first down about the 7.
Pitch back to Blair. Blair's on the run, and Starnes is right on him. Oh, ball was intended, the pass intended for number 20, Demarion Smith, and they were just not, Blair was running for his life. He had to get rid of the ball. He had Starnes all over him.
He was being harassed by Joseph Starnes on that play.
Yeah.
Sends a prayer to Demarion Smith. It just hits the dirt. Demarion not able to reach that one.
Yeah, that's going to bring up about a fourth down and about 6 to pick up the first. And same alignment, 2 up-backs, Euro Lopez, Raymond Jackson up-backs, and behind them is Jatorius Blair. Pitch back to Blair. Blair has the ball. Blair's trying to run. Oh, he gets away from one tackler. Oh, and he's in for the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Trojans.
He's going to get a really nice stiff arm on Joseph Starnes there at about the line of scrimmage, and from there hits the sideline, and nobody else even touches him.
Yeah. Man, he is quite a runner, but he's kind of gimpy.
He was rubbing his leg as he crossed the goal line.
Yeah, he's having all of them are kind of having issues with cramps, I believe.
Well, I like to think they haven't been hit this hard.
That's some of it, but conditioning. A lot of people aren't completely in game shape conditioning, and that's what it's looking like to me. Just not there, and they only have 8 men on the bench, so.
Bad snap. Running around now, looking to get the extra point. Eluding a tackler, now throwing it into the end zone.
Oh, I think they were out of bounds.
No, it's the extra end zone.
Oh, okay, I got it. I saw the first set of markers, and I thought, okay, they're past the back of the end zone, but they were in the actual end zone for the extra point. So the PAT is good. It's converted on a pass from Jatoris Blair to, what is that? Was it Jaden Wallace on
DeAndre Ross.
DeAndre Ross, okay.
He took it out of Jaden Wallace's hands.
Yeah. So they actually had two guys in there. I thought they were going to fight over it there for a minute, but at 5:29 left in the third, we're tied up 42-42.
42.
Yes, sir.
Eagles putting up 42 this week.
Nice.
Impressive number.
Other than the game that they won against Faith, which I think they put up 45.
Yep.
Around there.
This is the best offensive output that we've seen the Eagles all season.
Yep. No, it's a great output but you're seeing all the improvement across, all three: defense, offense, special teams. It's a group effort tonight. All right, kickoff by Trojans goes deep and through the end zone.
Felipe Solongo was going to let that one sail
He
by
thought
him.
about it, though, didn't he?
He wanted to, and then he was like, that's a little bit too high. We're just going to let it go.
No, he thought about that one pretty hard because they weren't really moving up the field really quickly on that kickoff. They were kind of slowly making their way up. He had a lot of running room, but, you start off at the 20 and, hey, just no. A lot of bad things could happen, too.
Prevents the possible muff of the catch, too.
True.
Especially with it being that high up.
True. Well, the Eagles' offense is out on the field. You have Sotolongo is up. Split left is Colt Bundick. And snap goes back to Sotolongo. Handoff to Bundick. Bundick right side, back to the sideline, near side. Bundick still on his feet.
He's out of there.
Gone. He just shoved his tackler off, and he's gone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Eagles.
He had one guy holding on to the back of his jersey, did a little spin move, was able to get out of it, and green grass from there. That's a touchdown.
Yeah, he made that one spin and got that last arm pushed off with his free arm, and he was gone.
Bundick
What a play.
He is just too strong to grab his jersey.
Yeah, you're not going to arm tackle him.
And try and pull. Well, he was trying to jersey tackle him.
Yeah, and then that's a new thing we're seeing there, running the ball with Colt Bundick instead of throwing to him. It's a nice little wrinkle they've thrown in there. It attracts the eyes away from him since they've never run with him before. He's able to get a couple blocks and then break a couple tackles, get a nice touchdown.
So Blair scores in an instant.
Snap back to Solongo was a kind of a rough one. It was a wobbler and just couldn't get the kickoff. So the PAT's no good. But your Eagles lead 48-42 over the Calvert Trojans. 5:15 left in third quarter. We are about to kick off. After that last score, Giovanni Tirado is lined up and ready to go, kicking off to the Calvert Trojans. The Eagles lead 48-42. 5:15 left in third. Oh, it's a squibber. It's a squibber.
Oh, and he
touched it. And we were not missed covering that. Yep, just missed it.
He's still fighting for. He's going to come up with that ball.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty darn good cover by Jude Trevino on that squibber.
He didn't even need to touch that. That ball it went 9 yards.
Yeah.
It didn't even go the full 15.
He stepped forward and touched it though. It was almost.
If we were ready,
Yeah.
we would have been able to recover that because he fumbled that a little bit there.
Yeah, the worst. That's one of those things when the worst things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. All right, Trojans come to the ball. Come same alignment they've had all night. You have Wallace deep, and your two front backs are Raymond Jackson and Euro Lopez. Ball back to Jackson, flip back to Blair. Blair's running with the ball.
Oh, great tackle in the backfield.
Tackled in
Little
the
gang
backfield.
tackle.
Yep.
Giovanni Tirado and Joseph Starnes.
Yeah.
Giovanni with first contact causes Blair to hit a spin move. Joseph Starnes comes in from behind and slams him on the ground.
Yeah, and Bryce Anderson come off that edge and kind of, got ahead of his blocker and and there was really nowhere to go. He had to cut it up the field. He wasn't going to take it further out to the far side of the field and run it.
Yeah, he forced Blair to cut into Giovanni.
Sure did. All right, back to Blair. Blair's juking and dancing, trying to get away. Throwing the ball to number 5, and he connects at the, we didn't get him out of bounds. Oh, he's going to go in for a touchdown. I thought he had him out of bounds there for a minute. He kind of squirted away, and that was a touchdown by the Trojans. Number 5, Raymond Jackson with the reception from Blair. He goes the distance on one play there, and he was up. He threw it up there for grabs, and I just thought that our defender had him there on that far side for a minute. I couldn't get a number on who that was.
It was Colt.
Colt, okay.
Yeah, Colt Bunnick was there, tried to push him out of bounds, but he's somehow able to stay tiptoeing in there.
Yep.
But this has happened multiple times where there's just nobody even in the realm of where he is when he catches the ball. Like, there's nobody even thinking, I got to guard him.
PAT's good. With that, the Trojans go up. 4:24 left in the third. The Trojans go up 50-48 over St. Joseph.
And this is just turning out to be a real Donnybrook right here with 2 big prize fighters just throwing haymakers at each other.
One after another.
One after the other. And it really could come down to who has the ball last. And extra points now are really standing out. You need to make them, because that's the difference in the game right now. 2 points because we've missed a couple extra points.
Yep.
And they've missed a couple extra points.
Yeah.
Yep, those extra points add up, especially with them being 2 points. Man, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a lot of wind going on. We got stuff flying around over here.
It is picking up.
We'll try to corral this, but those extra points add up. With 3 of them, you already have 6 points. That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So getting those is crucial, and I've gone down myself in games where we could have won if we made all the extra points. But because we didn't, we were down by 4 or 6 points.
All right, kickoff's being teed up by number 8, Uriel Lopez. And back to return is Felipe Sotolongo for your Eagles. Kick goes right to Felipe Sotolongo. Sotolongo moving up the field, breaking it back to the far side, to the middle of the field.
Take off, baby.
He sees nothing but green. He's got one more cut.
Go, baby.
And
Get that block.
Oh, using his blocker. He's going to go all the way.
Touchdown. Come on, baby.
Woo! 75 yards. 75-yard kickoff return by Felipe Sotolongo for your Eagles. And just like that, boom goes the dynamite.
And Joseph Starnes leading the way down the field with that lead block, pushing that guy further and further back, so Felipe has more and more room. Is finally able to cut off of Joseph's butt to get into the end zone.
And he was just waiting to see which way that defender was going to go on that last one.
Yeah, he almost got caught from behind, but when he cut inside, it threw that guy behind him off, and he wasn't able to reach him.
Yeah. Oh, man.
What a great score.
That was a thing of beauty.
Donnybrook. Haymakers, left and right. Kick us up.
And it's good.
It's good. All right. 4:05 left in the third quarter. Your Eagles go up 56-50. And I mean, haymakers everywhere, just like you said, Gil.
We've got 106 points scored in this game. And if you don't like 6-man football, then change the channel, right? Because we've got a great game going here tonight. And really, when I started covering 6-man, no lead is safe.
No.
Absolutely not, especially with all the individual athletes you have around here with so much space in the field. It's only 10 yards skinnier than an 11-man field, but you go from 11 people to 6. So there's a lot more open space than you have an 11-man for them to make those big plays like we just saw right there.
And who's that coach out there with him right now?
That's Jackson Carey.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Some St. Joseph alumni right there.
Well, wow.
That man could carry the ball, too.
Yeah, he could run. Okay. Well, the Eagles are teeing up the ball for the kickoff. You're kicking off your Eagles is number 15, Giovanni Tirado. Back to return for the Calvert Trojans. Looks like number 0, Jaden Wallace. And it's a squibber. It goes to number 7, DeAndre Ross. Ross breaks it from the far side up the sideline and is brought down on the play.
He's going to be corralled by Giovanni Tirado.
Tirado, the kicker, puts him down about the 38-yard line, the St. Joseph 38-yard line, St. Joseph side of the field.
You know, our outside gunner, I'm not sure who it was, but when we cut down on that, we cut down too far inside.
Yeah.
And DeAndre Ross was able to cut outside of that. Luckily, Giovanni Tirado was there and ready to make a tackle. Otherwise, it would have been open green grass for a touchdown.
That's right. But, man, are we getting treated to a game tonight?
I hope everybody's listening.
Nice.
They're going to hate to miss this one.
Yeah. No,
Well, you can catch the replay on Sunday, too.
that's true.
Except,
Touchdown Productions.
except it's going to be a lot of editing.
I think there's a flag on the play. They're going to move the ball up 5 yards.
Oh, was it a hold or was it?
I didn't even see a flag
I
on the
missed the
ground.
call.
So.
Okay. All right. Trojans get the ball. Ball flipped back to Blair. Blair is running for his life again. Yep, he's up the far sideline. He is running, and he steps out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line.
You know, Joseph Starnes exploded off of that line and forced him to get out of there fast. And then all it took was a seal block from one of his blockers to seal Bryce Anderson, and he was able to get that sideline.
Yep. But it's about second down and about 3 yards, 3.5 yards for a first. Ball at the 21-yard line. Trojans ball. Again, same alignment. Raymond Jackson, Euro Lopez up backs, and you have number 2, Mr. Blair, and he flips it out to number 7, Moore.
Another
Jackson.
good tackle, Felipe Sotolongo, to clean that one up.
Great tackle. Great open field tackle by Sotolongo. Nice little pass to Jackson. That is Jackson, right?
DeAndre Ross.
Ross, okay.
Penalty
There's
flag
another
being
flag on the
thrown.
field. Looks to be on our coaching
Our
staff,
bench.
possibly.
What is this going to be?
That referee has not liked Coach Patterson all game long.
Yeah, he just so.
I don't know who the coach in the white is.
That's James Najvar.
Right. Okay, so the penalty or the discussion is about him. Will wasn't even anywhere in the vicinity when he threw the flag, and now look, the referee just throws his arm back, says, "Get away from me."
Yeah. Well,
So no love lost between that official on the and he's yelling at him.
yeah.
You can hear him yelling all the way up here.
Your penalty on the sideline, and we got a warning in the first half, sideline warning. I guess he said he had went past the coach's marker on the sideline. So, okay.
I believe the refs have lost a little bit of control of this game. And anytime you're refusing to talk to the other coaches, I mean, here he is. He was over there with his arms crossed, wasn't even going. Now he's yelling at him again.
So the ref threw the flag because James Najvar was on the field.
Wow.
and they
Now
had-
he just told the fans in the stands, you can leave.
Najvar was
He's got rabbit ears.
on the
so,
field, on the field, on the
You
field.
know,
Fans telling him, come on, let's play. And the ref turned to the crowd and pointed at him and said, you can leave.
James Najvar was trying to argue his case that he's trying to coach his guys, so he's getting a little bit out there to yell at his guys.
but he was within the box. He might have stepped out over the sideline, but I don't
If
think
it was
anything
ticky
egregious.
tack
Yeah.
and just barely.
Pitch back to Blair. Blair's got the ball, tries to shoot Giovanni Tirado, and now he's trying to throw the ball, and the ball's caught and dropped. by number
No
20.
way.
They're going to call
Big
a
hit.
penalty
They're going to call targeting on Felipe Sololongo for that one.
Well, I think Solongo's actually running back to the ball to see if he could get a hold of it.
No, Felipe went up and straight up hit him.
That's what
he wasn't looking for the ball. But they're going to call it because it looked to be a little bit too high. I don't think it was too much of a head-to-head or any like thrusting, but.
Well, the ball was a wounded duck. It was kind of thrown up over the middle of the field. There was a lot of players in the middle of the field, and it floated down to number 20, Demarion Smith. Along came Sololongo, and he put the lumber down on him. And I thought they both were looking back at the ball.
I believe the refs have created this situation out there. Anytime you turn and yell at the people in the stands, that is not professional.
Oh, that's a block in the back.
Block in the back.
What
That's
a great
flag.
tackle.
They finally threw a flag for the block in the back.
Bryce Anderson gets shoved in the back and still makes the tackle on Jotarius Blair before he gets into the end zone. What a play.
Blair thought he was going to jump over Bryce Anderson as Blair took the ball, went far side after being flushed, and he thought he was going to just jump over Bryce Anderson. Bryce Anderson took his legs out from underneath him, but not before he was blocked in the back.
Yeah, that was one of the most obvious block in the backs I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to move the ball back to about the 11, 12-yard line. Again, Blair's back deep, 2 up backs, Lopez and Jackson. Ball back to Blair. He's being flushed out, being pursued. Oh, it's complete for a touchdown to number 7, DeAndre Ross for the touchdown for the Trojans. And
you know, and our defensive ends are doing everything they can. Giovanni and Joseph Starnes are harassing Jotarius Blair, but the defensive backs back there, they seem to be having trouble guarding everyone, all of these guys. He was wide open right in the middle of the field with 3 guys around him, still able to bring the ball in.
Yeah, I think they're giving chase in coverage, and their eyes are coming down and not looking back towards the quarterback as well. Or they're looking back to the quarterback and their eyes are coming off the receiver, 1 to 2.
Yeah, they're probably getting their eyes stuck in the backfield and losing where their man is going.
All right. PAT by the Trojans is good. Calvert goes up 58-56 over St. Joseph with 2:31 left in the third quarter. It is a heavyweight fight, and
it is haymaker
city out there.
And even the refs are getting involved.
They are.
I've never seen a ref turn and yell at people in the stands.
I haven't either.
To me, you've lost your composure.
Yep.
Well,
when you do that.
Well, in a situation like that, though, too, the guy that runs the crew, he should flip his line judges, put the line judges having issues over here back on the other side, and move that other line judge here. That way, you don't have any harbored feelings or anything like that going on, and somebody quick on the whistle.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who he was yelling at over here to our left. There's not that many people there, but definitely turn to the crowd.
Our fans were telling him,
let's just play ball.
This is stupid. Can we just play football? And he didn't really like that.
No, he didn't.
While you guys were calling the game, Juan Nagori came up and apologized for missing the halftime show.
Oh, okay.
He was visiting with our guest tonight that survived breast cancer.
I guess we can forgive
him. Kick off by Lopez. It's a squibber. Oh, off of Bryce Anderson's hands to Sololongo. Sololongo picks it up inside the 5. Sololongo 25, 30,
penalty
35,
flag down.
40-yard line, and there's a penalty flag down about midfield.
They're going to call a holding on somebody.
About the 33-yard line is a penalty flag on the ground. It's going to be on our side of the field. So
block in the back.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
tough.
see it.
Looks like we have a block in the back on St. Joseph's. Going to back us up a little bit. Start in our own territory, 1st and 15.
Well, through the first half, there was no blocks in the back. So
now
far we've had a couple.
They want to call everything.
Yeah. Well,
Well, when you have a confrontation like that with the crowd or the refs, everything gets ratcheted up, including their calling. I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, you know, somebody we haven't seen in the game in a little bit is David Hagerman. He's on the sideline, but
offense is up, and got Solongo behind center and handing it off to Torado. Torado 5, 10, 15-yard pickup.
Oh, what a
He's got enough for a first down, 20 yards, and he's brought down by number 2 on the play, Jatarius Blair, but not until he moves those sticks.
Giovanni able to get a nice stiff arm on Jatarius Blair to get a couple extra yards. But as I was saying in one of our earlier games, those stretchy jerseys, Jatarius is able to grab a handful of that jersey, and it's hard to let go.
Yeah, he was hanging on for dear life, wasn't he?
They stretch, and they keep stretching.
Yeah. All right. Snap Solongo, hands off. Again, 5 yards, 6 yards, 6-yard pickup by Giovanni Torado again, right up the gut. And you know, you're seeing a lot of reaction on the defensive side of the ball. It's kind of like, I don't want to step in front of this. They're a little slow to the point of contact. It's kind of like, I don't think so.
Yeah, Torado needs to recognize that and be like, okay, I'm going to run harder.
Plow the road, that's right.
Run fast, lower the shoulder, run straight.
Solongo changing the backfield. Solongo taking the snap and split out to his side is number 11, Joseph Starnes. Snap to Solongo, handoff. Oh, fake to Starnes, and nothing there.
Solongo's just going to dirt that one there.
Yep.
Runs out of space on the sideline, and no receivers open.
That was a great decision. There was nowhere to go with that ball. He did the smart thing and just flip it out of bounds past the line of scrimmage and live to fight another day, right? This is going to bring up a 3rd down and about 10 for your Eagles. Solongo again taking the snap. Starnes split out to the left of him in the backfield. Hand off to Starnes. Starnes running the ball. Starnes.
There he goes. That's a touchdown.
He's going up the sideline for a touchdown. Touchdown, Eagles.
Joseph Starnes doing his Torado impression there. Receives the handoff, runs straight, keeps the pad level low, breaks a couple tackles, streaks up the sideline. That's a touchdown.
Woo!
And you were talking about it earlier. You know, we haven't seen Joseph Starnes in the backfield yet. There it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
It looks like we got a lot of running backs on this team.
Yeah. 3 plays he saw that possession. First 2 were fakes, and then the 3rd one went to him, and man, he took it to the house.
It's a breakout game for the Eagles, to be sure, as they get ready for district play.
PAT is good.
A great kick.
57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Your Eagles go up 64-58. Woo! Now you're living, boys.
All right.
Now you're living.
Wow. You know, we've been waiting 5 weeks to see this occur, and they were so little and so new, just coming off the JV squad in those first few games. It's really amazing to see the job that Will has done with them in just a short order.
Yeah, he's trusted his guys. That's one of the big parts. You know, he keeps the guys in that he trusts, and they're starting to make plays. They're starting to grow together, and it's something that they can build on going into the district.
We have a nice wind whipping up here, as you can all hear, and Eagles are teeing up the ball for a kickoff. Torado's teeing it up now, and back deep for the Trojans, looks like number 0, Jaden Wallace. Kick by Torado is a squibber. Picked up. Oh! It's Muff. It's Muff.
And Colt got it.
And Colt Bundick picked it up. No, that's Starnes.
That's Colt Bundick.
No, that's Colt. Okay, I'm sorry. Colt Bundick. The ball was touched by DeAndre Ross. It popped straight up in the air, back to the ground. Colt Bundick was in there lickety-split right on it. Recovers the fumble, and it is Eagles ball at the 25-yard line.
A great squib by Giovanni Torado. Puts it low with a little bit of speed, makes the bounce unpredictable, and DeAndre Ross over-pursued it, so it went to his left side, reached out with the hand, wasn't able to grab it, slipped and fell.
Yep.
Because of the grass.
Yep, lost his
We
foot.
also have that
flying in.
That wind playing a part in that as well. It's coming in.
There's a lot of wind. Single out to the wide.
Yep, snap to Sotolongo. Hand off to Giovanni Torado. Torado to the left, and now he's coming back to the middle. He's wrapped up pretty quick. Gang tackle by number 5, Raymond Jackson, and number 11, Jude Trevino.
Yeah, not much doing there for Torado.
No,
It was grabbed pretty much right after he received the handoff.
Yeah. That's a
clock running right now.
maybe
33 seconds remaining in the quarter.
You know, I wonder if they're going to try Colt out to the wide side. You know, he's one-on-one with DeAndre Ross.
Wide right, Colt Bundick. You have Torado in the backfield. Solano taking the snap.
And that's going to be a false start.
Yeah. I don't know who flinched, but somebody
Joaquin
did.
Ortega shifted to the side.
Okay. All right. That's going to stop the clock. 14 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Got second and about 20. So Longo back with Torado flexed right.
He's
We
going to
jumped
move again.
On the right-hand side.
Okay, boys, we're going to do it one more time.
Raymond Jackson made a motion on the outside, their left defensive end.
Yep. Made our guy jump, and so here we are. Second down in about 25.
And Coach is just going to wait for the fourth quarter.
Let it roll out.
They're probably waiting for them to jump off sides, but we false started ourselves.
End of 3.
Oh, man, 64-58. Your Eagles lead this one.
And we'll be right back on the Red Sea Radio Network. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter coming up. Fourth quarter action getting ready to start right here at the Emanuel Glockzin Family Athletic Complex, home of your St. Joseph Eagles, as we are having a Donnybrook here tonight. Thanks for joining us all across the network. 64-58 is the score. Unbelievable. Go ahead, Steve.
All right. So Longo's back to take the snap. Flexed out the near side of the field is number 15, Torado. Torado got the handoff upfield, right up the middle, 10 yards.
Oh, there he
50
goes.
yards, breaks another tackle. They're trying to bring him down from behind, but he's going.
Oh, he's still
going.
going.
All the way.
He's
Torado's
still
gonna drag
going.
him into the, oh, Torado down to the 1 or the half-yard line before they bring him down.
Run by Giovanni Torado.
I mean, he was a man on a mission. He was not going down.
Starts off with a good little juke move with a stiff arm, and after that, it's just pad level low, and I'm running through you.
Yep.
Kept the feet moving, kept the feet moving, kept the feet moving.
Yep. Had those legs driving, man.
Jatorius Blair was pulling at his jersey and pulling and pulling. Looked like he was a ski boat.
So Longo back to take the snap in the backfield with him, Torado. Hand off to Torado. Torado left side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Giving it to the power back there. Giovanni Torado, 1 yard to gets it. That's a touchdown.
Is that the best feeling in the world when they hand the ball, one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top, put your head down and drill it?
And just power through.
Power through. Man, what a piece of running by Torado. Well, it looks like we're going to ride him off into the sunset tonight, right?
You know, we've got a lot of options. We've seen a lot of power from even our speed backs. You know, David Hagerman was low on his shoulder earlier, too.
Yeah.
There's a good shot of him right there. Handsome young man. Just scored for the
give
Eagles.
him some water. There we go.
And had a big run to set that score up.
That's going to be a timeout for your St. Joseph Eagles.
Yeah. Wow. That's exactly what you wanted to see. You know, coming back and coming off a kickoff and a muffed recovery, and you make some points out of it.
Exactly, especially after 2 false starts. You know, we lost 10 yards there. It's like, okay, reset,
That's it.
turn it around, let's make something happen. And they did right there.
Yeah, you put the saddle on the big horse, and to the end zone you go.
I'm not sure that's a horse. I think that's a buffalo.
That's a bull.
Saddle up the buffalo.
Well, and telling you, see the defenders on the Trojan side. They're kind of letting him get past him, then they're grabbing him,
Right, arm
and trying to bring him
tackling.
down.
I mean, I don't want to run up and hit him.
No, I don't either. But you know, when he's got his head of steam, they're like, no. They're coming at him at an angle and trying to grab him and hold him back, and he's a big kid.
He's running through it. You know?
Actually, last week I was out talking with Peter after the game, and asked him how he liked it, and he goes, "Well, I'm not as sore as I would be if I was playing the game." So I told him we'd hit him a little more often up here in the booth, and he can go home with some bruises.
I bet you don't miss that, do you?
Well, sometimes it's a good feeling. You wake up that Saturday morning and you're like, it hurts, but like, it was worth it. That's a W. So I like this feeling, especially when you get that stretch in. It's a nice stretch.
All right. Toronto coming out for the PAT, a man of many, many hats.
And this is what you want to do. You want to get at least a couple scores up on these Trojans because they can score in a moment.
Yeah. Oh, it got blocked.
It blocked it.
Oh, they got a hand on it. But with 9:25 left in the game, your Eagles lead 70-58 over the Calvert Trojans.
Well, like we've been saying all night, this is a breakout game for the Eagles, a coming of age for them, all their hard work that they've done in the preseason and the non-district games coming to fruition tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if we've said it yet, but we've got a ball game here, folks.
Absolutely. Strap your
Don't know
chin
if we were
strap
paying
on
attention. I don't know
tight.
if we noticed, but
Yep.
there's a ball game.
Buckle that chin strap, and you might want to go change some batteries in the pacemaker. And we have something going on tonight, and it's crazy.
I think I said that in the open. Buckle your chin strap. People don't realize how important that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, otherwise your helmet's just going to keep flying off. And, when your helmet comes off, you got to come out the game, and that's not good.
No.
Buckle the chin straps.
What, 128 points, right?
No, that's some good ciphering, Jethro.
Yeah, he's a math guy,
Squib.
Squibber. Oh, fielded by number 7 Moore. Oh, he's brought
he's
down
going to
on
be
the
brought
play.
down by Colt Bundick.
Colt Bundick.
Makes a
And
juke
Colt
move to get away
Bundick-
from him, but Colt grabs on and doesn't let go, pulls him down to the ground.
And he had his arm in around the arm that he was carrying the ball with. And DeAndre Ross, I think he went down so he wouldn't get it pulled out.
Yeah.
And he returns it to about the, what, is that 37?
36, 37 yard line.
37-yard line?
Blair and Sotolongo having a couple words after that tackle.
We're shy, man. Here we go. Who's going to go out? And we're shy.
James Harris.
James Harris is coming out.
And we're scrambling out there. Not in the right position.
There's that little dink pass again.
Oh, nice come up and pop. Who was that?
That was Felipe Sotolongo. He's going to pop him out of bounds after he
Felipe did with
gets
the nice
about
little
12, 13 yards on that one.
good little contact. He hit his I guess his safety valve in the middle of the field, flipped it out there to him, and he took it up that far sidelines, and Felipe was there to say hello to him, but before he picked up that first down.
More words exchanged at the end of that.
Yeah.
They don't like the way Felipe's hitting them.
Getting a little chippy. Ball flipped back. Blair's got the ball. He's being pushed out of the backfield, being rushed out. And here he comes up and, he gets licked. He takes about 3 licks. He runs over.
He's going to run over Colin Roy, who is still on the ground. He's feeling that one.
You got 2 down on the ground. You got Colin Roy, and he's up now. But down on the ground right now is Jatarius Blair, who is the trigger man.
Hit by
And
Sotolongo
he is
again.
limping. Yep.
Sotolongo nailed him in the legs as he was going down.
Yeah. He was trying to trying to tightrope that far sideline, and he came up there and put a tattoo on that leg. So that ball is going to be placed about the 16-yard line, and it's going to be enough to move the chains. And so it's 1st and 15 from the 16. Blair back deep. Your two up-backs is Isaac Huffman and Raymond Jackson are your up-backs. Oh, high snap. Back again to Blair. Blair off and run again. Far side of the field. Pushed out of bounds again.
Oh, throw a flag. He pushed him again.
He just shoved one of the guys
Are we gonna
down
ignore that?
after the play was over.
Are we going to ignore that?
I guess.
I'm not surprised,
And
actually.
So they're going to give him. Oh, so he had a touchdown. Okay, I didn't think he had a touchdown there, but they're going to say he scored a touchdown. Blair scored the touchdown. Then after the play was over, pushed Felipe Sotolongo down to the ground, and there's no flag, there's no nothing. So.
And Patterson's talking to the head ref about that one.
Coming up to kick the PAT is number 8. That would be Euro Lopez. Wait. So are the referees going to talk, or what are they doing? They're going to place the ball again. Where are they going to place the ball at?
Keeping it at the same spot.
Okay. I don't know. I guess the referees weren't ready for the play.
I think, did they snap the ball?
Yeah, they snapped it. So.
Yeah, the head ref wasn't ready. He was still talking to Coach Patterson.
Number 8, Euro Lopez back for the PAT. The PAT is
and it's no good. A bad hold.
Bad hold, bad kick. But
Topped the ball.
Just a tough one. He topped it, yep.
Looked like me on the driving range there.
So with the missed PAT, your Eagles still lead this game 70-64 over the Calvert Trojans. Wow.
Well, that's 6 points. That's a touchdown.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't see him score that. I thought actually he went out of bounds right before he got to that front marker. And,
no, he stayed in bounds the whole time,
okay.
and then lowered his shoulder into Felipe Solongo, who was still holding on, and he said, no, sir, and he pushed him off, which that's a flag.
That's always a flag.
You can't just go and shove somebody.
Yeah, the play was over either way. I thought he was out of bounds and the play was over and still shoved, but he had went into the end zone and still pushed him back and knocked him down, which,
Felipe tried to sell it, gave a little flop impersonation, and but I mean, it was pretty clear. He didn't even need to fall.
Yeah, you can lose.
No, that was like
control.
an Academy Award performance.
Yeah, I mean, we got to give one to him at that point.
But you can lose control of a game like this if you're not real careful, and if you miss a call like that, you're kind of giving kind of a green light for more of it to happen. All right, Calvert's out to kick. Number 8, Euro Lopez, and he kicks it deep. Solongo back, and he feels the ball. He's up the field near side, back to the middle of the field, puts the juke on, makes 2 guys miss.
Good move. Go,
30-yard line, 35, 40. He's got some blocks out at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man. And number 0 just able to push him out of bounds.
Yeah.
But Colt Bundy could have made a block on him there. He thought Felipe was closer to him than he actually was, so he decided to go up more to try to help him further up the field.
Yeah. That was about a 40-yard return there.
Yeah, he picked it up at the goal line.
Yep. And
so it was actually a 47-yard return.
He did a great job with that return. So Solongo's back at quarterback. You have flexed out to the near side is going to be number 15, Giovanni Tirado. Then he flexes back, moves over to the right side, split out to this side of the field, around the edge. Here we go, Tirado back to the middle,
Drive
and
your
he's
feet.
just pushing.
Drive your feet.
He's
There he goes.
knocking
There he
people
goes.
over, and he's running and
That's
down
a
to
freight
the
train right there.
7-yard line with a carry. I mean, he is imposing his will out there on everybody.
Giovanni Tirado is not stopping his feet.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to get low if you want to bring him down.
And you got guys on the other side, and they're staying on their knee, and their hands are on their hips. You can tell they're tired, and he's just punishing them when he gets that
Giovanni
ball.
is a freight train out there.
Jaden Wallace was trying to just put his back into him and not even wrapping his arms around him, trying to bring him down. Didn't work.
Trotto back up the middle again, and he's
Drive the feet.
1 yard line, 2 yard line, and he's knocked down by a group I mean, he had to be
It
game
took
tackled
5
by
defenders to bring him down.
Yeah, there was a whole host of Trojans trying to bring him down. And Torado, he's a little slow to get back up. He looks a little winded, but
He's feeling that one.
He's a man on the mission tonight. Ball's about the 2-yard line, and it is second down, goal to go. Torado's coming off the field. Yeah, he's a little shook, or he's winded, one of the two.
Yeah, he's not feeling so good after.
Yeah,
he just fought against 5 different defenders. So
Colt Bundick is split left. Sotolongo right next to Sotolongo. Sotolongo's taking the snap. Flexed out here. Oh.
And I think
That's
our
offsides.
center took his hand off the ball.
Oh, did they call it?
Yep, they're going to call false start because our center
Okay.
moved while he was.
Yeah. We were set, then we moved our hand off the ball.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay, back up to the ball again. Same alignment. Snap to Sotolongo. Handoff. Colt Bundick scrambles around the backfield, comes near
There he
side,
goes.
and
There
he
he
is
goes.
in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Colt Bundick. He tried to take it to the right. There was nothing home. There's no open field. He broke it back here to the left side, took it in for the score. 6:31, your Eagles score, and they're up 76-64.
Cole Bundick using some good ball carrier vision there. Sees the big man to his right, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to run to the other side. He's able to get a block from his freshman wide receiver, Bryce Anderson, and get into the end zone.
And he's got relatively fresh legs.
Yep.
He hasn't been running the football.
He hasn't been doing carrying the load in past games. It's been all Bundick.
Yep.
And now they're spreading it all around.
Yep. And we're not going to kick this one. We're just going to run it in. And it's not able to get in.
Didn't make it. So PAT is no good. Pitch went to Bundick. He took it far side, tried to get it in, but the Trojans defense was up for the task and stopped him short of the line for the PAT. So
yeah, I think Giovanni Torado's ankle is bothering him. He's sitting on the ground with Dustin Norris right now. He came off that broken ankle. Was finally able for active movement just earlier this year, and so it still bothers him a little bit.
Yeah. Well,
especially when you're driving against 5 guys.
And he's just pushing them back. They look like looks like a
going
blocking sled
through
drill.
them.
Yeah. And you know, have you ever done the drill where you're running and you're pumping your legs and they got the ropes on the vest holding you back?
Yeah,
like
resistance
running.
Resistance,
yeah. And that's what it looks like out
that's
there,
what
folks.
he's doing. That's what he's doing because they're pulling on that jersey and they're stretching that jersey.
Yeah, and he's just dragging them 2 and 3 at a time, and it's something to see.
That's how you run the football. You know, I'm kind of surprised he doesn't just lower his shoulder to begin with. You know, when he first gets that ball, the first guy he sees, he jukes him.
Yeah,
he goes for a juke move instead of just lowering the shoulder. And then after that, once they start getting contact, it's like, all right, lower the pad level, keep the feet moving, and we're going straight.
Yeah.
And you're coming with me.
Yeah, when he squares up, it's serious business. I
mean, that's a big dude.
And you know what, though? You've seen David Hagerman tonight. You've seen Giovanni Torado. You've seen Joseph Starnes. And now you've seen Colt Bundick all lined up in the backfield, running the ball. And that's, you know, when you can put that fresh body.
I like all of them.
I know.
I like all of them. You
that's
know,
tough on a
Giovanni's
defense,
slowing down. He's getting a little tired. All right, let's throw some speed in there. David Hagerman, go run the football. And then David Hagerman's lowering his shoulder, too. So we're still getting power from him.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Kickoff by Torado. Squibber by Torado. Back up the middle. Fumbled. Not picked up. Picked up again by number 2.
Oh, that's, call that.
Yep.
He fumbled it.
And
Giovanni Torado recovers the ball.
The ball was fumbled by Jatorius Blair and then picked up by Torado. But there's a flag on the play behind it.
That was the holding. They held Felipe Sotolongo.
Well, we can deny. We can turn that down.
Yes.
And it'll be Eagles ball.
Yep.
Decline.
Yep.
Eagles decline the holding call. The Eagles have the ball now at the 36-yard line. Offense has come back out on the field. Out on the field, you have Solongo at quarterback, flexed out next to him to the far side is going to be Colt Bundick at running back. No, he's coming near side now. And out wide is
Bryce Anderson.
Bryce Anderson. Oh, here goes Colt. Up. Short gain by Colt Bundick, about a yard. Defense kind of read that one.
Yeah,
and was
nowhere
waiting.
really for him to go, and he's not a power back himself. You know, he's a big guy, but he don't really like to lower his shoulder. He likes to use his speed and his shiftiness to get around you.
Right.
And Aiden Cruz is going to do a little milking of the clock, calls Felipe Solongo to come take the play directly from him, as they're going to try to drain as much of this clock as they can on this drive.
Yeah. Okay, Solongo back in from the sideline, bringing into play. Solongo back at quarterback, flexed right. To the right side is Colt Bundick in the backfield, and Bryce Anderson wide right. Colt Bundick makes three miss. He's up.
That's a touchdown.
He's going straight up the field for a touchdown.
After he broke through that first line, there was nobody else there.
36-yard carry by Colt Bundick straight to pay dirt. And your Eagles, with 5:14 left in the fourth, your Eagles go up 82-64. PAT to follow. What do you think about that, Peter?
I think that's some football right there.
Woo. Man, and Colt just kind of slowed down a bit and was patient and made a head fake or two, and then just right up the middle like a shot out of a cannon. He was gone.
Isn't this going to be, they keep scoring, the all-time score?
They're getting close to it. I wouldn't take it away from them. They have a chance to get it.
PAT is no good.
They are 15 points away from it. So if they keep scoring,
yeah.
Just see what this Eagle defense can do for them.
Yep. This is going to be important.
Special teams has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Couple fumble recoveries, Longo, running Longo that time. Was it 87 yards for
I think it was 75.
kickoff?
Yeah, about 75 yards for a touchdown, yeah. He went almost the entire
set
distance
up by
of the field.
a bunch of great blocks by his kickoff team. Kick return team. My bad.
Absolutely. And, you know, and some really good, and we've seen it all night tonight. I don't care who's been doing it for us. Some really good running. The blocks have been there, but the being patient, waiting for people to spring that last block. And then when you see daylight, just turn it on and go. And, you know, there's no hesitation. We're just... Right now, it's everything's on fast forward and everything's working. All right. Well, Toronto's out, got the ball and the tee. He's teeing it up.
Taking a little knee, getting his breather.
Yep, getting a little breather.
5:14 remaining.
All right, Calvert comes out. The return team back deep is Jaden Wallace.
Wonder if we're going to go for another onside kick here.
Man, you know...
Crowd goes quiet before the kickoff. Here it comes.
Kickoff deep by Toronto. Not being picked up. Back goes number 2, Terrence Blair. He brings it near side. He tries to hurdles a player, escorted out of bounds about the 24-yard line by Colt Bundick.
Does that little hurdle with a stiff arm to get Felipe Solongo out of his way.
Yeah.
Picks up a couple more yards.
But man, he's got long legs and long arms.
He's a lanky dude.
You've got to get in low on him and hit those knees down to his ankles somewhere in that zone, or you're going to have a tough time getting him down.
He's like a crane fly. You ever see the crane flies? They got long legs, and long arms, and
yeah, he's a tough out. I didn't even see that flag.
I didn't see the flag either.
I never even saw it come out during the play at all.
I'm not too surprised, though, because when Giovanni Torado goes up to kick the ball, he starts off with that speed, but then he slows down a lot when he gets closer and stutters before he gets to the ball, and it kind of throws off his kickoff team, who hasn't adjusted to it yet.
They're going to place the ball at the 34-yard line, 1st and 15, Trojans.
Trojans need to get a score here in order to remain competitive in this one. 84-62.
They're going to run it with number
holding.
7.
Oh, they got away with the holding out there on the edge. A big hook. He hooked Colin Roy.
DeAndre Ross is just going to take it up to the right, and then he's going to say, never mind, I'm going to run it left.
Yeah.
And gets plenty more yards after that.
Yeah,
he's down to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice bit of running by Ross, but he was aided out there on that edge by number 5 Jackson with a clear hold, spun number 9 Colin Roy all the way around, but no flag. So 1st and 15 from about the 18, 19-yard line. Back to he's running for his life, and
he's just gonna throw that out of
that's going
bounds.
to be grounding because it didn't go past
the line of scrimmage.
Did not
That
go
should be a
past the
flag.
line of scrimmage, and he threw it out of bounds.
That should be intentional grounding.
It's grounding. Yep.
It has to pass the line of scrimmage.
Well, he was out of the pocket, though.
Yeah,
He
but
still
the ball
has to
still has
pass
to go
the line of
past the line of scrimmage. They're gonna talk about it, and flag comes out. There we go.
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know why you had to talk about that. It
Yeah.
was pretty clear. He threw it 10 yards behind the line.
Notorious Blair, though, again on another play, he's running for his life.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got heat coming down on him, and he is running for his life.
Yeah, Cole Bunnick and Giovanni Torado were pursuing on that play.
So the ball goes back to the 25-yard line for the Trojans, and again, Blair's the up back. Your deep back is DeAndre Ross. So
False start.
Oh, false start on. Oh, yep.
They split Jatorius Blair out wide, and
He jumped.
being smart, put Cole Bunnick over top of him, and then they were not communicating well, and he jumped off sides.
Yeah. So the ball's going to go back again. Yep. They're going to place this at about the 30-yard line, if I'm correct, for play, and it's going to be 2nd down in about 25.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
they're going to keep him out wide.
yeah. Jatarius Blair is out wide left. Back to take the snap is number 5, Raymond Jackson. Pitches it back to number 7, DeAndre Ross. DeAndre Ross is off and running. Back up the middle of the field. Oh, almost tackled, missed. And he's going to make it to the end zone. He's going to break it forward. He's in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown for the Trojans. And he just picked his way up the field. We had a couple missed tackles, and then he broke it out where there was the green grass and all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, Felipe Sotolongo went low and tried to get him there, but he jumped to avoid it. And Bryce Anderson, coming from behind, just wasn't able to get there fast enough.
Yeah. All right, 3 minutes, 56 seconds left in this game. Your Eagles are up 82-70. PAT by the Trojans is going to be attempted at this point.
We're going for
Scrambled
one.
in, yep. And okay.
And they're just
it's
going to run
good.
it with
Jatorius Blair,
and he's going to
straight up the middle.
do some weaving and lower his shoulder to get into the end zone.
Yep. So it's going to be an 11-point game with just under 4 minutes left, and this is going to get really interesting. And just like you said, Mr. Gill, it might be the last people that are hanging on the ball at the last minute who's going to win this one. We'll see.
St. Joseph's just has to make sure that they recover this kickoff.
Yep. Yeah, I think you keep running it because I don't think they have an answer for
There's
that.
no reason not to.
Yeah.
We've got 4 different guys that can run the football. Just switch them out.
There's,
And now that you're talking about that, they haven't had a pass
yeah.
Yeah, they haven't passed the ball since
in a number of
the
plays.
first half.
Yeah. And those guys, another team, their heads are down. They're everybody's kind of walking with that kind of dejected look. hands on some hips on the far sideline. Our guys got a little swagger to them. Look like they're ready to play this one. And let's see what we got in the tank. All right, back to kickoff for the Trojans. Number 7, DeAndre Ross, and it's a squibber covered by number 18. That's Austin Sheffield with the cover there. Oh, no, it wasn't Austin Sheffield. That was Clayton Zabe. Skyby, sorry.
Yeah,
and he covers it at the 34-yard line? Yeah, about the 34-yard line, and that's where Eagles going to take over. And he did a great job. It kind of bounced off of him and kind of tried to scamper away, but he reeled it in and got on top of that one.
Yeah, he got lucky because Calvert was in no rush to get to that ball.
Great play by Skyby. Okay. All right. In the backfield, Sotolongo. Left side of Sotolongo is Colt Bundick. Bundick's at the ball. He goes up the field to the right side, up the sideline.
Oh,
and
there
he's
he
gone!
goes!
He's gone! Touchdown, Eagles! He broke a tackle or two, and he turned on the afterburners, and goodbye.
Colton Bundick threw a little stiff arm out there to delay the defender while he was getting to that sideline. Once he hit that sideline, dropped the arm, and then he took off. Woo!
Man, did he light the afterburner or what?
Blair was trying
There's the speed.
Blair was trying to arm tackle him, just sticking his arms out there trying to slow him down, but never really got a hold of him.
Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not going to work against a big guy like Cole Bundick.
Yeah, they just don't have an answer for the running game. They're tired and they're dejected.
88-71.
Toronto
it's good.
with the PAT is good. 3:16 left in this game, and your Eagles lead 90-71 over the Calvert Trojans.
I'm just going to say it. If they score one more time and get a PAT, that's 98 points. The record's 97.
The all-time scoring record
it's on the table.
is in sight.
It's
yes,
there.
It is.
Could they do it?
Yep. Wow, guys. What a night this has been. Been a lot of fun to watch these kids tonight.
It's the evolution of the Eagles. Reminds me of you guys last season. You know, we saw you lose and lose and lose, and Steve and I coming home from away games saying, what's going on here? I don't even see us going to playoffs.
Yeah, we had a tough first 3 games of our schedule, especially since a new coach, new quarterback. You know, we were still trying to find ourselves, find our identity, but we found it.
So was there a natural feeling on the team that you felt that you found your identity
Oh,
then?
yeah. Oh, yeah. That game against Allen Academy, when we started firing on all cylinders, everything was working, and we started scoring touchdowns.
All right.
And that makes practice different next week.
Toronto
Exactly.
with the kick. Over the head of number 7. He touches the ball, DeAndre Ross, and he drops it. Far side of the field, trying to break it around the far side of the field and pushed out of bounds. Who is that? Is that? No, that was David Hagerman.
That was
that Hagerman, number 10?
Austin Sheffield.
Austin Sheffield. Okay, I thought that was a 10. It's 18, Austin Sheffield, and he gave him a nice little bump and sent him out of bounds. And that ball's going to be placed about the 22-yard line or so. 1st and 15 for the Calvert Trojans. Okay.
Well, as we've seen, they can score like grease lightning.
Yep. In the backfield, up back's number 5, Raymond Jackson. Behind him, DeAndre Ross. Flexed out to the left side is Jatorius Blair. And wide left is number 8, Uriel Lopez. Pitch back to Ross. Flare to Blair, or to Jackson. Jackson makes 1 miss, 2 miss. And Solongo. Oh, and he gets a tackle on him. But man, that's a size difference there.
Yeah.
And Solongo stayed with him and bulldogged him into the ground about the 40-yard line.
Solongo makes that contact and tries to drive him backwards, and then he's like, "Wait a minute, this guy's a lot bigger and stronger than me." So he jumped up and tried to pull him down from up top.
He climbed up him. He climbed up his back and then grabbed him by the head and, like you said, bulldogged him down.
Yeah. Okay. Up back is number 7, DeAndre Ross. Behind him, number 2, Tatorius Blair. Deep pitches back to Blair. Blair's being rushed. He's trying to scramble, get around. Oh, and he's caught from behind. And who is it? Giovanni Tirado. Yes. Giovanni Tirado tracks him down from behind. You know, it's about a 2-yard loss, yard and a half loss on the play. Man, he had nowhere to go with that ball down the field throwing it. And, man, Tirado tracked him down.
And he's in a lot of pain holding his left ribs right there.
Yeah.
But he ain't coming out. He can smell victory.
Oh, he's coming out
He's coming out now. Skyby's in for Tirado.
I spoke too soon.
And they're going to call a timeout.
Okay.
I'm a little surprised on the timeout call.
Eagles?
St. Joseph calls timeout.
Well, 150 remaining. Let's walk through this. Even if they score 8, it's going to be 79. And you're going to get the ball back. A minute 50 remaining. You can burn clock and do some running plays. Don't start the play until you got close to the 30-second mark. Mm-hmm. So I would say clock management is the issue right now. You don't need to score anymore.
No, with 19 up on them, there's no reason to score anymore, especially with the clock being at 150. I mean, unless they want the record.
I don't think they're thinking about that. They're thinking about getting in the locker room, having a victory shower.
That's right.
A W.
Yes, sir. Man, our kids have played lights out tonight.
It's a good thing we don't have to pick a player of the game.
Whew.
Because you'd have like 5 of them.
Hey,
St. Joseph Eagles offense.
Hagerman looking at his arm now on the sidelines as we go back to action. Pitch back to Blair. He's going to air it out.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's going to be
short,
a pass
interference on
James Harris.
Yeah, James Harris is going to pick that one up.
Got a little bit too handsy with him.
It was back and forth. It
was that last grab at the end of the jersey.
DeAndre Ross was pushing him off, and Harris was pushing him back, and it's just one of those things. Harris got the call.
Well, the ball got held up in the wind because as soon as he threw it, look at that flag over there. It's blowing from right to left, straight down the field. And he threw that ball up, and it just kind of got caught in the wind, and that's where it became a dying quail.
And they're going to move the ball up to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah. On the Eagles side of the field, and they're going to. Well, it's first. It's going to be a first down, so they're moving the chains now to reflect that.
Took 8 seconds off the clock. There's a snap. Blair back, under rush. Now he's going to just air it out downfield.
Intercepted! Get down. Felipe Solongo has the ball. He's got some blockers ahead of him. Is he going to go all the way? Oh, he's going to go all the way.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles. Felipe Solongo with a pick 6. Seals the deal.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Oh.
I'm seeing a new little movement by them out there, holding their hands up by their shoulder pads and flapping their wings.
Yeah.
I have not seen that before.
They just did it right now.
I've been seeing it today, but I'm not sure where it came from.
Holding.
I guess I'm old now. I should know this stuff.
They're eagles and they're flying.
Yeah.
I guess so.
So the hold comes after the turnover. So the turnover, it's a done deal. It's going to be the Eagles' ball. They're going to back it up. Another, 5 yards back?
Looks to be about the 20. No, we're still going.
I think it's time for victory formation.
Yeah. They're going to place the ball at the 28-yard line. The Trojans 28-yard line. The Eagles offense is taking the field so Longo back.
I think we're going to
Colt
run it out.
Bundick's flexed right to the right far side of the field, and on the far side of the field out wide is number 4, Bryce Anderson.
Not
Yeah,
a
we're
single
not
pass
done
play.
yet.
Handoff. Oh, Colt Bundick.
goes
Oh,
Colt.
he jukes 2, 3. He's past his guy. Oh, he's
Ooh,
out of
and he's out of
bounds.
bounds.
He's forced out of bounds about the, 12, 13-yard line maybe.
DeAndre Ross pushing him
14-yard
out.
line, yeah. And they had him bottled up in the backfield. You know it?
Yeah.
They had
Yeah,
Colt
they
dead
did.
to rights.
They were just.
And Colt just made a couple of moves, and they went stone-footed on him, and he brought it this near side of the field and right up the sideline.
Yeah, they were some big dudes who were a little bit too slow for Colt Bundick.
Yeah. Too much footwork, too much speed. Hand off to Bundick. Bundick
gonna
far
try to
side
run
of the
this
field.
one in.
He's going to try to go, and he's slung
down on the ground.
Yep. Picks up a couple of yards. Ball down to about the
I think,
11.
yeah, we're just going to line it up.
Yep. 33 seconds, 32 seconds. Click is clicking off. Clock's running 28-27.
There won't be another
26,
play.
that's gonna be
Will's
it,
calling
folks.
the players to the sidelines. And the Eagles are going to win their second game of the season.
Second win. Here we go. 90-71. Woo! Haymaker, haymaker, haymaker. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And
what a
this
game.
was a respectable win. The first win against Faith
Yeah.
Christian, they never even saw what side of football was on. And so that was a nice win for them. But tonight's win was perseverance, was strength, was the Eagles coming of age in the offense and defense and special teams and every aspect of the game. They dominated.
Yes, they did. And that was from front to the beginning, first snap to the last snap. It was that they put it all out there on that field tonight.
Did not give up.
Yeah.
Kept playing.
Very proud.
And the Trojans came in 3-1.
Yes.
So they've been on the winning side of things for so far this season, and now dropped to 3-2. Of course, the preseason means nothing. And now the Eagles are going over to
I think there was an injured guy.
there was an
on
injured
there.
guy, and that's the Eagles sportsmanship that we're talking about. Go over and shake the hands of the injured player because he can't make it across the field.
Wow.
We are
what a game.
all set for district, guys. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. We need some guys to get healthy. We've seen some bumps and bruises out there tonight. Need some guys to get healthy, but we know what we can do now.
Yep.
No doubt.
We've seen some ball.
Yep.
Well, it's just an unbelievable turnaround for the Eagles here as they celebrate a well-deserved victory here at home. Fans got their money worth as pictures are being taken down on the field. And, let's bring on the district. Let's
That's
see what
what
they
I say.
got.
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's what I say.
And it looks like your football team's ready, too.
All right, so as we're getting ready to close it out here, we see them
Gallagher.
taking some pictures down on the field.
That was
Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling. Peter, we'll start with you. Give us your wrap-up.
You know, there's a lot of bright spots we've seen. So we've now seen 4 different people who can run the football. That's a big thing we can incorporate into our offense to be able to switch off with those guys. You know, if one goes down, we still got 3 others. And you've got variety, too. You've got speed, you've got power, you've got a combination of both, you've got shiftiness. So, I think it's just something that we should build off of and add to our offense for later games.
Steve?
Great win, exactly what you want to see on the scoreboard. I'll tell you what, though, everybody contributed tonight. Everybody in every phase of the game, every single guy out there fought their tail off, and they got it done. And you know what? Bring on the district. Bring it on.
Speaking of that, join us next Friday night as we get in the beast. And Steve drives us 2 hours to Kingwood, Texas, as the Eagles open up district play against the Covenant Preparatory Knights. Kickoff is going to be at 7 o'clock with the pregame starting at 6:40. Be sure you're joining us on the Red Sea Radio Network and, of course, Touchdown Productions on Sunday to see the game. For Peter Najvar, Steve Rayburn, I'm Gil Dominguez. You're the audience at home. We'll see you next time right here on your Eagle Game of the Week. Good night, everybody. Eagles win.